Baltimore Orioles baseball.
1-1. Henderson, a looper into right field. That's a base hit and an RBI. Jackson scores, and motoring to third is Westberg, and Henderson scoots up to second as the throw goes to third base. Huge RBI base hit for Gunnar Henderson, and it's 4-3 Baltimore.
Catch all the O's action right here on Pirate Radio, your home of the Baltimore Orioles.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Did you hear? It's Christmas in July at the new Doug Henry of Greenville. The Christmas tree is hung with a discount for you to pick up from Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner and right on the price. With good old St. Nick spreading Christmas cheer. It's Christmas in July. Doug Henry of Greenville has the biggest inventory of used cars around. Doug Henry, right on the price, right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial. Visit them today for your new car or check them out at DougHenryGreenville.com.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Looking for the perfect summer hangout? Swing by Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room for our Midday Munchies lunch menu, just $10.25 Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 3. We've got 46 cold draft beers, a killer Sunday brunch from 9 to 12:30, and our regular menu every Sunday, noon to 7. Your new Sunday Fun Day destination. Enjoy live music every Friday and Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m., and follow us on social media for more events. Check out the Repair Shop game room with pool tables, darts, and more, or kick back on our dog-friendly patio with the best staff in town. We're serving up good vibes at Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room all summer long, where good times are always on tap.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation! Summer's heating up, and so are we. Soak up your style when you shop at UBE, your one-stop shop for all things ECU. Whether you're hitting the beach, boating on the water, or getting ready for football season, do it in pirate style. Now this is the perfect time to shop at UBE's wide selection of hats, Yetis, apparel, and new purple and gold Shabumis. Swing on by UBE or shop at pirateware.com, where the largest selection of pirate gear is available 24 hours a day. Thank you for shopping UBE this summer, and go Pirates!
Wow, you've been looking way more rested lately. What changed?
I finally got a new mattress from Mattress by Appointment in Washington.
Oh yeah? I thought that stuff was crazy expensive.
That's the thing. I got mine for like 60% off what you pay in a store. They do up to 80% off retail prices on big name brands like Diamond Mattress, Brooklyn Bedding, and Tempur Sealy.
Seriously? How?
It's all appointment based, so no pushy salespeople, just one-on-one help. I even took it home the same day, and I only put $1 down.
Okay, I need that info. Where do I go?
Easy. Just hit up mattressbyappointment.com and book a time. Trust me, you'll sleep like a legend.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
I called a place today to place a food order, and now you have to say your card number over the phone. They said, would you like to leave a tip? So I was like, put $1 up there, I guess.
$1?
I think that's worse than nothing.
If I'm picking, what am I tipping for?
Right, if I'm picking it up, I'm not tipping.
What am I tipping for? Y'all are gonna trash me for $1?
No, just don't tip.
Yeah, no.
That's worse.
No, I think $1's worse.
Y'all are idiots. Y'all are morons.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
Man, that was just lackadaisical, man.
It was what now?
Lackadaisical.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey.
And we got left side.
Strong side.
I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree. Yeah. Clip that, Shirley.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
I pay for AI. I can't help it. I mean, that was before I was medicated, man.
What? I don't know. It was not my idea.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. What's on your sports mind on this Tuesday? Let us know. We'll talk about it. We continue to ramp up the football talk. And, man, we got a ton of great stuff for you at Pirate Radio TV, including all the fallout from AC, American Conference Media Days, last week. Jarrett Watkins and Jenny Shelton did a great job over in Charlotte, and you can find the interviews with Caden Hauser, Raheem Craig, and of course the head coach of the Pirates, Blake Harrell. Also, my chat that I conducted earlier today with Corey Smith from Pack Pride. He talked some NC State football, got the NC State side of the Dave Doran comments from last week. We'll run that on our show probably Wednesday, but if you want a sneak peek, you can check it out at Pirate Radio TV, myself and Corey Smith. Coming up on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live, we got guests to get to. Hour number 2, Coach Mack McCarthy. We'll talk some Big 12, some American football, and a little NASCAR as well. Also in hour number 2, Jennings Hall, former Pirate volleyball player, will join us. And Jennings may be hanging out more regular as a regular contributor with the mind of a former sports athlete, student athlete at East Carolina, and get her thoughts on what's going on in the world of sports. We'll talk to Jennings coming up hour 2, Bryce Williams, Slim 80, and Justin Hardy coming up in hour number 3 of today's show. It was announced last week that Justin Hardy, along with Shane Carden and Dwayne Harris and Terry Holland, among others, will be put in the East Carolina Sports Hall of Fame. So more on that with Justin, plus a little Q&A, kind of a fun deal. You know, Bryce and Justin were here at the same time. I'll ask some questions regarding some of their teammates and coaches, and not really a newlywed game, but we'll see how close their answers intersect on the questions I ask coming up later on in the show. And kicking us off today, as always, on a Tuesday, Mike Mullis, the Mully man. What's up, Mully?
Hey, bud.
Good to see you.
Yep, always.
We got Shirley Rhodes here. We got intern Daniel, a.k.a. Cuz, who's on still on a minutes restriction. He's on load management after his first appearance on the show. Made quite an appearance, Mully.
I heard.
Yeah. You
came out like a wrecking ball.
He did. The Miley Cyrus of Pirate Radio. And also intern William, a.k.a. Billy Nugs. We got another Knuckles in the house.
Billy Nugs.
You told us about Brian Knuckles.
Yeah. I just looking at Billy, there's no relation.
I was thinking so. When you told me that guy was a running back, a great athlete.
Yeah, you can. I mean, he's Googleable. So, right. I mean, but yeah, it doesn't take long to realize that there's
no relation.
Probably no kin.
Okay, fair enough. Chat gang hanging out strong on a Tuesday as well. Jerry says hello. What's up, Jerry? Jamie.
Hello.
Hey. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
I know Mully will talk about it, but loved Ryne Sandberg as a kid. Always wanted to play like him when I played second base. R.I.P. We will certainly get to that with Mike Mullis. Steve says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
He also says Clipper. PJ says, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
And everybody's hanging out on a Tuesday. Since Jamie brought it up, we can start there, Mully. Ryne, number 23, Hall of Fame second baseman with the Chicago Cubs, passing away. And, heard Sean Dunston, who was the shortstop during a lot of those Sandberg years in Chicago, had a very emotional interview, I guess, on MLB Network, and talked about how, as men, we struggle to share our feelings with other men, and he was very emotional talking about how him, the Hulk, Andre Dawson, and Mark Grace had talked to Rhino kind of in these last few days, and it was kind of special hearing Dunston talk about it. But Ryne Sandberg, man, he's kind of an all-timer. I mean, he's synonymous with second base, and really a little before his time, the way he hit the ball as a second baseman. You know, you thought a second baseman kind of playing some pretty good defense and slap hitting. He was he could slug it for a second baseman.
Yeah, he was an offensive second baseman, but you know, one of those guys that due to what was available to us, we all came to know that generation of Cubs and obviously the Braves. You know, between WGN and TBS, but. Yeah, man, Ryne Sandberg was a dude that was easy to watch play the game, went about it the right way, and, you know, all indications. Never had a chance to meet him, heard lots of stories of folks that have met him, and, you know, just a class act kind of guy all the way around. And, you know, it's kind of, we've had now 4, I don't know, you know, iconish type people that have passed here in the last, 2 weeks. And it's crazy when you start seeing your heroes fall. But yeah, Ryne Sandberg was definitely one of those guys. And, you know, you could go around again. I mean, I remember back like the first night game that they played at Wrigley Field. I was so disappointed because it was the end of an era, and that was back in those days. And
I had a question about that at trivia last night, and I think it was 1988 when they installed lights.
It's about right. And I remember, like, because, you know, every game's 3 o'clock start time. And I'd get home from school, and those games would just be, you know, coming on or whatever. But, you know, end of an era, man. And then, you know, the Paskin Ryan and you know, I mean, just one of those things that even a guy that, you know, a lot of us, obviously most of us didn't know, but he still had a little place in our memories and experience as it relates to watching the game.
Yeah, Dunston said he was perfectly boring, and he said that was just fine. He said you couldn't get a word out of him or Andre Dawson, but you knew they were going to bust their tails and
good teammates.
Yeah, and be great teammates. So, yeah, R.I.P. to Ryne Sandberg. I hadn't talked to Bailey. I know he was a huge Sandberg fan.
So much so he named his son after him.
And the same spelling, the R-Y-N-E.
Yeah, it was the first time I'd ever seen that as well was with Ryne Sandberg, and, you know, the R-Y-N-E instead of this, you know, what would be considered the standard spelling. But, yeah, certainly impactful on lots of people. And, you know, we both know a handful of ardent Cubs fans, and, you know, obviously the impact and, you know, the impact that whole generation had on making somebody a Cubs fan too. You know, even though you might not be like you were a Braves fan, but you still didn't hate the Cubs.
I know,
because it was available.
Like the Cubs, in fact, man, there was a time there in the late '90s, early 2000s where I really wanted to see like Mark Grace win a World Series, and I became a huge Sammy Sosa fan. I was pulling for him over McGuire during the run, and a lot of that honestly came from Harry Carey, and just following him every night, and him and Steve Stone on the broadcast.
Still a bucket lister. I'd love to go to Wrigley for a day game.
Man, my buddy Derek Denton went there and got me a Harry Carey shirt from, I guess, the Harry Carey restaurant, bar, and it was just a white shirt and a green outline of his face and the giant glasses, and it was one of my favorite shirts back in the day. But yeah, cool, neat story there.
Yeah, cool, great.
You try to.
You made it.
I don't really have a personal.
You made it personal. Nicely done.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Well, I mean, that's good. Hey, Clip, that's good
to make it personal.
That was good, man. Nice job.
You never been to Wrigley?
No. Nope. I mean, that's one, like the day game. I don't want to go to a night game at Wrigley. I want to do a day game at Wrigley, you know, preferably there in left field with the bleacher bums.
Shirt off?
You know, I probably would not do that.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't want to embarrass anybody, namely myself.
Good man.
Yeah.
Good man.
So, but, you know, what a neat environment. I just think it'd be a great time.
Yeah. Boy, this is a weird story. While we're talking about bad news or uncomfortable news, this is from ESPN.com. A gunman who killed 4 people at a Manhattan office building before killing himself was trying to target the headquarters of the NFL, but took the wrong elevator.
When I saw that, I'm like, what could have made that guy that like what? It's inexplicable. But so many things today are, man. But it's like, how? Like, what did the NFL really do to you? Like, what? You know,
So there's a 3-page note from the guy. He had a grievance against the NFL over a claim that he suffered from CTE. He played high school football 2 decades ago, never played in the NFL, and had a history of mental illness.
Okay.
So,
well,
that's the. Jeez.
God bless his family.
Yeah. And while we're on the topic of mental illness, just mentioned the headline yesterday, but did you see the story where the guy stalked Caitlin Clark and said he had an imaginary relationship with her?
No, I missed that one.
Yeah.
No, wow.
And he got arrested. Well, yeah, we're gonna.
Well, they should introduce him to Manti Te'o's ex.
Heyo. That was a great documentary, by the way. I kind of feel bad about making fun of him so much.
He's on, he covers the Chargers for NFL Network.
Yeah, he's on TV now. Good for him.
Yeah.
I thought he would just disappear.
No, I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tried to make it in the NFL. Played for a couple years.
4 years, maybe.
Yeah.
2 teams.
And but he is synonymous. When you say his name, you think of
his girlfriend.
I think I even remember. Was it Lene Kakua?
That's exactly right.
The fact that we remember a fake girlfriend's name tells you how big that story was back in the day. So there you go. See if we can find more positive news to talk about.
Yeah, we're kind of down a dark rabbit hole here.
East Carolina, Mully, beginning practice on Monday. And looks like we have some breaking ECU football news. Had heard about this potentially happening. But East Carolina has scheduled a Big Ten opponent, Mike Mullis.
How about that?
For 2027, September 18th, 2027. Purple and gold versus purple and white, East Carolina at Northwestern. And by the time that game's played, maybe their stadium will be ready.
Well, and by the time
them and Vanderbilt, Mully, have the longest.
Yeah.
By the way, Vanderbilt's going to be done, I think, by tomorrow, is what I read last week when you asked me about it.
Specifically, they said
they said it'll be done by July 30th.
They said Mike Mullis held our feet to the fire.
July 30th, right. We've been doing this for 7 years, but now July 30th at about 4:30.
Well, that article was released in March, so I mean that was just the date.
Well, you know what that probably means? That it starts August 1st is some type of fine or something like.
All right. Yeah.
Like, hey guys, listen, we've messed around with this long enough. Let's knock this thing out on July 30th.
We got the duct tape in. We're ready to finish it out. But no, hey, Jarrett, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Did you get lunch?
No, I've been working on the video interviews, and I'm downloading them before I go and get lunch.
I feel bad for Jarrett.
Don't feel bad I slept till like 10 o'clock this morning. I could have got lunch before I came in.
You wanted to sleep in?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been breakfast, though. You mean brought it with you, so you.
Yeah. I haven't eaten today, so
Okay.
I mean I could have. It's my fault.
Bone's been busy, but great work. We appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
And Mully, thoughts on ECU at Northwestern?
I don't really know that I have any. I mean,
I do.
It's kind of.
It's a winnable Big Ten game.
That's exactly what I was going to say, but I was going to say P2.
Yeah, this is a P2 school we're playing.
Yeah. That's about it. I mean, it's.
Yeah, if you want to hype up an entire conference, you got to include everybody in the conference.
That's correct.
If we have a couple more COVIDs, it could be a Mike Wright revenge game.
And we're all rooting for that, aren't we, Jared? Jeez. God. I thought we had moved on from that kind of talk on the show.
Well, I just got here. So.
We're 2 more COVIDs away from Mike Wright playing Northwestern in a revenge game. All right.
What is when you think of Northwestern, what comes to mind?
Mike Greenberg.
You know what? I'm going to count this as a flip through. When I think of Northwestern, I think of Pat Fitzgerald being there as a player in the 90s and a coach years after that. I mean, has Northwestern really been good at anything sports wise? They have had very fleeting success. Football, basketball, they famously were awful. But didn't they go to the tournament recently? And am I getting this right? Julia Louis-Dreyfus's kid played, or is that a different school? I got to look that up.
Yeah, I don't.
Northwestern basketball. Mully, do they have a baseball team?
I truly don't know.
Yeah.
Like I have no. When I think of Northwestern, I can see the logo, I can see the purple and white, but that's about it.
It's a great point. Because I'm trying to think back of.
I'm even trying to associate any alum or any.
I said Mike Greenberg, the ESPN guy.
Well, now it is a big journalism school.
Yeah.
But I guess that's it.
Yeah.
That's the. Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, here you go, Mully. They finally made the tournament. Elaine Bennis, a.k.a. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, was in the stands. So there you go.
Does that mean her child played?
I believe her kid was playing, her son. Yep. And their coach is.
What if that was a donor type situation? Like if you're Northwestern, can't you? Like if you, hey, we need one more spot. Okay, listen, I'll give you $500,000. Put my kid on the bench. Because she's not a very tall. I don't know who her husband is, or who the father of the child is. But
you're saying she's not she doesn't.
She just doesn't come across as the one that would be like carry the gene pool of great athleticism.
Sure.
Yeah.
She is one of my all-time favorite people ever. I love Elaine Bennis.
Yeah.
And Veep was great.
I haven't seen Veep.
Oh, man. Veep's
I saw
very
that
good.
sitcom she was in, New Adventures of the Old Christine.
Yeah, I watched some of that, but
yeah,
Veep's great. She's great. Their coach, Chris Collins.
Yeah, okay. I can, yeah.
But no, to your point, Mully, they have been it's almost too cliche. They are just the nerds of the Big Ten.
Right.
To bring you some great grades and a win every year on the football schedule.
So in the SEC comparison, maybe Vandy in football?
Absolutely, 100%. Is there an ACC comparison? I would say Duke, but they are a basketball powerhouse.
They are. That's not fair.
Wake, I don't know.
No, because Wake's had some success. You still think of Wake and Roddy Rogers, and
they've been really good.
all that was.
Yeah.
God, who would be the? I'm trying to think of the new ACC, like the teams that have come in. It's like
for football purposes, it would be Duke, and I know they've had some success.
But no, there's too much recency bias for them for it to be. Northwestern just, not good.
Jamie says that her husband is tall, and he was on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, Elaine Bennis also on Arrested Development. She played the blind lawyer.
Oh yeah,
that was really funny for a time.
I'm going to tell you, you're impressing me with your knowledge of this lady, because it's just very singular.
This lady?
It's very singular for me. I would go Julie Louis Dreyfus. I would try to go that, but then you've thrown the other name, which I was like, okay, I didn't know she had a stage name.
Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld.
I get that.
Okay.
But I never,
those are the only two names I've said.
But now you're talking about her in Veep. She wasn't Elaine. But
I don't like saying Julia Louis Dreyfus. It's hard to say.
We just call her JLD.
JLD.
That's good.
I don't know if you're giving her the proper respect she deserves, Mully.
Clearly not in your eyes.
All right.
Do you have a poster of her? Like in the long dress with the bobby socks and the
sounds like you do.
From the Seinfeld thing when she did wore the penny loafers and
the cleavage episode.
I don't know the name of it, but I just remember that was one of the more famous. Like,
I do not. I just have her Google Images bookmarked, so anytime I want to go,
there you go.
Click right on it.
Little JLD,
just one click away.
That's interesting.
Hashtag Bobby Socks. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Bobby Socks.
Yes, I don't know.
I like Bobby Cox.
Hey,
I have a poster of him.
Hey, how about speaking of that and managers? What did you think about your guy Snecker with the Braves falling, basically just dead stare gazing out at it was a young pitcher, I don't even know his name, hyphenated last name. The dude's out there pitching, shaking his hand. You can tell he's done. And what Spencer Strider, somebody has to come down and go,
oh, he starts screaming.
Hey, you need to go get this. That dude's hurting, and the dude comes out. It's like TJ.
I personally fired Brian Snicker a couple months ago, and I'm done with the Braves. So.
Did they hire him just because he kind of resembles Leo Mazzoni, or there's
they did win. He's a World Series champion.
He is a World Series champion. It's hard to remember that he's a World Series champion.
The Braves still have, even though it's all money and all that.
You got a lot going on today.
They still have a kind of a down homey feeling when it comes to the way they run things, and he seems like he's just a nice fella, and I'm sure he's a baseball genius.
Oh,
too.
I'm sure, yeah.
But I know that the players like him and everything. I don't know how great of a manager.
Tell you what, he's a pure pro because he positioned that chair just like he looked like he was looking at the pitcher, and he was staring right past that guy thinking about dinner or whatever, but he had no clue. He was just oblivious.
But you think about it. You mentioned Mazzoni, Bobby Cox, Snicker. The Braves have a type. They love that
they
chubby.
all seem like the same guy. And there again, Bobby Cox to Mazzoni, that made sense. Mazzoni to Snicker seems like it's just a look-alike kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of you're right. They definitely have a type.
If Mazzoni's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. You want to go one more segment? Because this one had it all. It had it all and it had nothing. One more segment with Mike Mullis. Got a busy show for you today, Coach Mack. We got Jennings Hall, Bryce Williams, Justin Hardy, and your comments as well when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Johnny Gardner says JLD is a Northwestern alum. It's a family affair. We're learning a lot about Elaine Bennis on today's show. Back with you after this.
Big news from the Rick House. The Rick House has a brand new menu that you're absolutely going to love. New on the menu are creamy garlic parm chicken pasta, crab cakes, and our new porterhouse, half filet, half strip, tender and juicy, and grilled to perfection. The Rick House is the area's bourbon authority, featuring Willet, Jefferson Tropics, and the Frank Sinatra Select by Jack Daniels. The new menu features new, lower prices and $4 drafts all summer long. The Rick House, Red Bank Road in Greenville.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
This is Dr. Anthony Skalick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Pirate Radio.
And all you can say is arg.
Arg. The voice of the Pirate Nation.
Terrific.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. They're open every day, and they have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart filling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. And Overtime Tavern is located at 1011 South Charles Boulevard, right across from the Sheets, and it's your go-to for all the game day action. Come hungry and leave happy with Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, juicy burgers, and wings that bring the heat. They're open daily till midnight, and on every Wednesday night, you can join Clip Brock for sports trivia and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
And I'll throw out a recommendation. That cheesesteak has been hitting lately. It was awesome. The last one I had last week. So if you're going to OTs, whether it be for lunch, dinner, or sports trivia on Wednesday night, I'll recommend the cheesesteak. We got a couple of baseball questions for Mully, but I want to get this before I forget. Let's get Mully's Happy Gilmore 2 movie review. Mully, what'd you think?
I thought in the beginning, I hated the fact that the way his wife died is she hooks a tee shot. He hooks a tee shot and kills his wife.
I almost turned it off because I'm a big Julie Bowen fan.
Right. When the movie could end right, he goes to jail. I mean, but involuntary manslaughter. Okay. But, I thought it jumped the shark right there. And then the kids, and look, it's Happy Gilmore, it's Adam Sandler. It's going to be brainless.
Yeah.
The kids constantly fighting and doing the thing with, riding this, whatever between their legs. And it's just like, all right, we get it. We get it. Your dad used to do that. I thought when he got to the tournament, the back end where the actual golfers did the cameos, I thought that was pretty creative. And it was kind of neat to see, hey, that's such and such or that's such and such. But
I thought that was awesome.
On a scale of 1 to 10, maybe it's a 6.
I thought if you liked the first Happy Gilmore, then you would like this one because it's. Hell, they even showed a lot of clips from the first movie.
Did.
Like, hey, remember this?
They did.
Like it, and that was fine. It was a great nostalgia movie. I loved certain parts of it, which was so I avoided like trailers and spoilers. I had no idea all those golfers were going to be in it.
I didn't either.
That was awesome to me. Even your guy, Tony Finau,
he was there. Did good.
That was really cool. I loved that part of it. I love the Shooter McGavin redemption kind of arc deal.
You know what? And he did a pretty good job in that. I don't even know the guy's name that plays Shooter McGavin, but he's a guy that only pops up like every kind of randomly. But he did a pretty good job in that role. I mean, it was okay. I'm certainly not going to rush out and watch it again, but
neither am I.
But I mean, it was all right.
Yeah, it was. And I thought about too, Mully, what you said about being brainless. I mean, Adam Sandler made an entire career of that. I think back to his Saturday Night Live stuff. He had a comedy CD that I would listen to and laugh at, where he talked about his awful car. It had the line, "Diesel gas sucks my ass." And I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Well, and then you had
now I'm old and it's not that funny.
Uncut Gems was the other side.
Yes.
The other one I like, Hustle. I don't know if you saw that on Netflix with the back. Now that was a great movie.
Yeah, he did some cool stuff, dramatic wise.
Yeah. So but I'm sure there'll be a Happy Gilmore 3 or something. This story will continue because I mean, if it's nothing else, it's a money maker.
John Daly's role.
Now, I thought Uncle John was pretty good.
Yeah, that was great.
And the other thing that they got a little carried away with, we get the point that Happy Gilmore has become an alcoholic.
Yeah.
But the constant everything they touch, taking the bottom off the remote control and off the thing out of the cuckoo, it was just, I don't know. But again, it was Happy Gilmore.
Chandler did point out that he could have done without the whole Maxi tournament thing, and that went a little
well.
wild.
I kept trying to draw the parallels and the shots at Live was what I was thinking the whole time.
Yeah.
Until all of a sudden they roll out the golfers that are going to take on the Maxi Tour, and 2 of them are Live guys. So I'm like, I couldn't help but think, wonder how that was on set.
Yeah.
Wonder if especially when you got Rory McIlroy there, who was the ultimate champion for the PGA. and now he's on stage or acting with Koepka and who was the other one? DeChambeau, the live guy. So anyway,
but man, Scheffler showed a little personality. That was great. The play on Will Zalatoris being his caddy from
because that's been said forever.
That was awesome. And Zalatoris, the Happy Gilmore walks away and he cusses at it. That was funny. Like it was good. It was worth watching, especially if you're a Happy Gilmore 1 fan. If you come into these blind and like watch Happy Gilmore 1 and 2 as an adult, you probably won't enjoy it as much.
Probably not.
So
probably not.
All right, there's your Happy Gilmore.
I'll tell you an interesting thing on the Live PGA thing. We got into this conversation at the at the table the other day. Just like, okay, who's made more money, kind of thing. It is amazing the money that these Live guys have made compared to because it came up when Scotty won. What did he just win? The Open.
The Open.
And we're sitting there looking at the money that Dustin Johnson's made, Phil Mickelson, all these guys that kind of defected to Live. When you roll in the $100 million contract or whatever, it greatly skews the career earnings for those guys.
And what if you did Harold versus?
He was
Scotty.
We did now with Scott. That's a little. I mean, that's quite a bit off. But we looked at Harold versus the average PGA guy.
Oh,
he made a great move.
Yeah,
I mean, he made a great move. Financially, he made a great move.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right, a couple of baseball things. Johnny Stats. We heard from Johnny Hoops earlier. Johnny Stats now in. Johnny Robertson. Mully, with the available technology, how would you feel about the home plate umpire wearing an earpiece that would instantly relay whether or not a pitch was in the strike zone? A lot of missed calls lately.
No, it was bad last night. I can't remember the game. They've replayed it 1,000 times, and right out of the gate, it was a breaking ball, some kind of but right down the middle. Moved the catcher a little bit, but it was right. I mean, center cut. And that guy went on to have a really bad game behind the plate. I kind of like the way they've done it, the way they did it in the Excuse me. Sorry. The way they did it in the All-Star game, the way they did it in the minor leagues with, the umpire makes the ball strike call, and if the hitter wants to, or if either side wants to review it, they tap their hat, and it's a pretty quick review. So I kind of, I don't mind that format at all. And I never thought I would say that, but I think as we get further and further away from these stalwart umpires that have been out there forever, and quite honestly, we just don't have as many young folks that are interested in going into that line of work. I think it's a kind of a diminishing skill, and we may need to use the technology that's available to us.
Interesting. I'm going to go the old school route there and say I enjoyed the human element of it. I like the idea, Mully. I think it makes baseball unique because every football field is the same and every basketball court is the same, but not every baseball field is the same with dimensions.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with the strike zone. It should be the same.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Just stick with me.
Strike zone should be the same.
I'm taking you on a little ride.
Okay.
All right. I like that some umpires call it different than others. That makes it unique to me, makes it different. And if they're consistent with the way they call it, I think it should be okay. If a guy...
See, and I love that kind of cop-out statement. To me, that one's like the same thing as like saying it's a tie goes to the runner. Well, the umpire's made a call. I mean, so it's either safe or out. There's no signal for tie. The same thing with the consistency of the umpire. If it's the strike zone, if it's a ball, it's a ball. Now, you could tolerate it better if they're consistent, but you still would rather have it called
don't cop
called
out.
the strike zone.
Don't cop out, Mully.
Called in the strike zone.
You copped out a little bit there at the end.
What
you were standing firm, and then you kind of copped out.
No, I said nobody. If it's going to be a bad strike
don't
zone,
say I copped out.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You said I copped out.
Why are you screaming?
Because you said I copped out, and I haven't heard a single word you said since then.
I don't even remember saying that, but it must have been bad for me to call you out like that. I'm sure you did cop out. What point were you even making? I don't remember.
Justin says, clip, I agree. That makes it fun. Thanks, Justin. Some people are baseball guys. Some.
Yeah, and it makes it fun for guys who've never stood in a batter's box or their living is not based on. He's not
talking about me.
Or based on how their living is not based on how this game comes out.
I've been in the box, Mully.
Well, but your living has never been based upon your time in the batter's box.
My knowledge of playing the game has helped me get to where I am here on the radio.
And at the level you played, an inconsistent strike zone would certainly be expected.
I don't know why it turns into this.
Because you copped out.
Jamie says, get him, Mully. Screw you, Jamie.
Attaboy, Jamie.
Johnny Stats did ask, too, do you feel that catchers are becoming better at framing and stealing strikes?
Yeah, and I think that goes hand in hand with the umpires getting worse. I think that the umpires are not seeing the ball; they're seeing the effort of the catcher. And look, man, catchers now, I mean, different than the way I learned to catch and caught my career. It is, man, it takes hands of a shortstop back there, lots of hours, thousands of reps to be able to bring balls back like that. And if you go look at like Bodine that came out of Coastal Carolina in the draft this year, late in the first round, I mean, he's the best in college baseball doing it, which largely led to his draft position and the financial reward that comes with going where he went. So, I mean, I think it's hand in hand. But, you know, we used to be taught to kind of box the zone, right? You just kind of bring it back to the zone. These dudes are snatching balls that are, you know, 6-8 inches down out of the zone, and they're bringing it up to the bottom of the zone. Well, where's the umpire most blocked? The bottom of the zone, right? They got to see over the catcher. So I think it's a combination of things. Certainly, there's a lot more emphasis placed on catchers stealing strike calls than ever before, and you're seeing it happen at a much higher rate. But again, I think it's because you got much younger umpires behind them.
When I think of like great, our guys looked at as the best defensive catchers going back, like Benito Santiago came to mind, and Charles Johnson was. But Benito was known more for gunning guys down.
That's right. Big on.
It wasn't about framing and blocking.
No, handling the staff. I mean, you had Tony Pena's a guy that was like the first one I remember was super athletic back there. He would get in the funky stances and really manipulate the strike zone with his body. But I mean, you had guys that, more recent. I mean, Buster Posey. He was never. Nobody ever talked about him. He does a great job of framing strikes. It was just he's a great catcher. He handles the staff. He can catch and throw. Good blocker of the ball. It's a new measurable, and it's actually with the technology and all that's available, it's truly immeasurable.
Braves had a really good offensive catcher in Javi Lopez, but when Greg Maddux started, Eddie Perez would be his catcher, I guess, for his ability to call a game or
trying to learn all those the signs as Maddux and Perez had worked out would definitely have to take time for it to flow the way it did throughout their career. But I did get a chance to meet Eddie Perez. He was a Double-A manager maybe he was a coach, maybe he was just a coach, but he was with the Braves Double-A affiliate, and they were in town. I had a buddy playing with their team, and actually Frank Coral was on that team. But Eddie Perez, a great dude, fun to talk to. We didn't get to carry on a long conversation, but I tell you what, he is a monster of a human being.
Well, he was in the baseball news a little bit recently because apparently he was jawing at Jazz Chisholm.
I saw that, and I was like, okay. And you know what my first thought was? Jazz Chisholm stepped on the toes of the old school guy.
Right.
Because that's Eddie Perez. You know, I was going to ask you, too, about I've seen a lot come out about, the ESPN's broadcast of, like, Sunday Night Baseball and stuff. Your take on, what's my guy's name that played at Florida State? Eduardo
Perez?
Yes. Not Eddie Perez. Is it Eduardo Perez? With the kind of nasally, squeaky voice? What's his name?
I don't watch Sunday Night Baseball enough to.
Well, then you wouldn't have an answer to this. But he drives me nuts. I think it's Eduardo Perez.
Sunday Night Baseball crew consists of, is it Ravish, Cone, and Perez has been there forever.
Yeah, but I don't know why all of a sudden he's wearing. I mean, I don't know if he was covered up some. And he did some of the College World Series, if I'm not mistaken. And he did it with like his.
He don't have a lot of fans.
His co-analyst was Ben McDonald.
Yeah.
And it seemed like, and I'm a Ben McDonald fan. I like the way Ben talks about the game. I like the fact that it's very matter of fact and it's not. He'll tell some relevant stories, but it's not. He's just talking about the game. And. It seemed like they were really kind of not at each other, but it seemed like Ben was like, dude, okay, we get it. We get it. You had a great career, played at Florida State. Your dad was a great player. We get all that, but it's like, I don't know, man. He kind of gets under my skin.
I don't know if it was because it was just on at the time when I really enjoyed it, but John Miller and Joe Morgan were awesome to me.
No question about it.
Just hearing those voices was comforting.
Yep, and I think that, part of it. The other one, I never really cared for McCarver a whole lot.
Yeah.
But anyway, he just.
McCarver had almost seemed like kind of like Billy Packer, almost a negative tone to his 100%. Announcing.
And the whole thing with him and Dion. If you go back and look at the 30 for 30 with Dion, real class. Did McCarver say some things that maybe a little bit out of school? Did Dion act how he probably wishes he wouldn't have acted? But McCarver seems to be. kind of prickish. I don't know if that's the right word, but
yep, he had that. And again, like I was not a Billy Packer fan at all. Honestly, what made me like him more towards the end of his career and unfortunately his life was his son Mark Packer being such a cool guy, and being a great radio guy. We had him on Pirate Radio. Primetime with the Pac-Man was an awesome show.
Look, man, before the stadium was bowled in, Dowdy Ficklin, Packer came up with the Southern Fried Football Tour. And he had the horse trailer kind of thing that was converted into an observation deck, and it had like 4 or 6 TVs in the bottom of it, and like I remember clearly it was sponsored by Old Spice, so all the free deodorant you could possibly desire. And but man, I sat out there like Packer went in the game with Ellerby and Tweedy or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to hang right here, because they had an option you could climb up on the ladder and you were looking in the end of the stadium, and then I remember specifically Florida and Georgia were playing that day. So it was like, hey, I'm sitting here watching. I don't even remember who East Carolina was playing, but I could watch that game and then go down and get updates on that. And there were plenty of refreshments and again, all the deodorant you could, your heart could desire.
He had a good deal going, and then was on the ACC network. And I believe just recently, did he announce a retirement? I think.
I hadn't seen that.
On the ACC
it looked like he was doing the ACC stuff from like his basement or something.
Yeah. All right, Mully, man.
Okay, bud.
That was good. We kind of got through a rough patch and came out.
Yeah, you just instantly started. I think you went a little Happy Gilmore there. Just kind of got very angry.
Something about you saying that was a cop-out just really irked me.
Well, I mean, we've been doing this how many years now?
And you know how to get
it. Is not hard.
And you do it on purpose.
That's exactly right.
We'll see you next week.
Maybe.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break and wrap up hour 1 after this.
Join Pirate Radio for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, Thursday, September 4th, for a night of music, friends, and fun. Come meet the Pirate Radio crew and dance the night away with the main event band. Tickets are only $10, and all proceeds will go to the Jeff Charles Scholarship and the Heather Ann Pertee Scholarship. Grab all your friends and party like a pirate on September 4th. For more information or to get tickets, go to pr927fm.com. Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
We're just glad to be here alive and kicking butt on Pirate Radio. Let's go.
Wings Over Greenville just spiced things up with the all-new chili lime flavor. It's a burst of lime with a kick of heat. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the Frequent Flyer Club, earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user? Get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more. Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Wow, you've been looking way more rested lately. What changed?
I finally got a new mattress from Mattress by Appointment in Washington.
Oh yeah? I thought that stuff was crazy expensive.
That's the thing. I got mine for like 60% off what you pay in a store. They do up to 80% off retail prices on big name brands like Diamond Mattress, Brooklyn Bedding, and Tempur Sealy.
Seriously? How?
It's all appointment based, so no pushy salespeople, just one-on-one help. I even took it home the same day, and I only put $1 down.
Okay, I need that info. Where do I go?
Easy. Just hit up mattressbyappointment.com and book a time. Trust me, you'll sleep like a legend.
Pirate Radio. We work like captains.
And I'm your body captain. You are going to put on your dancing shoes and rock it.
And party like pirates. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We wrapped up the segment, and Mully said, I don't think I said you copped out. So I played this for him, Shirley. Makes it unique to me. Makes it different. And if they're consistent with the way they call it, I think it should be okay. If a guy...
And I love that kind of cop-out statement. To me, that was like the same thing as like...
And then I don't know what he said after that because I was so mad. He said I had a cop-out statement that I wasn't even listening to him. I was just fuming. But see if you can get a clean clip of that tomorrow. We can add it to the rotation. When somebody says a statement we think is a cop-out, we can play Mully saying, I love that cop-out statement.
Okay, that's fair.
Which he never said, but we heard him say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was in and out of Studio B, and that's the one thing I heard. Just him say cop out.
And then all I was doing was waiting for him. And then, you know what? I shouldn't get upset about it.
No, it was a great conversation, great 2 segments.
Mully winds me up.
Well, that's what y'all do. You try for half an hour to get under that man's skin, and he does the same.
I think I try to avoid it.
I think you try to. I think you try to needle him a little bit to get a rise out of him because he's so even keeled.
I try to toe the line.
Yeah.
And then Mully,
he likes to kick the line a little further.
A habitual line stepper.
It's funny. Sometimes you'll be doing something else, and it'll just be me and him in here. He's like, "Watch this. I'm gonna get on the clip skin."
He knows what to do. And I forgot to ask him about the Bryce Harper stuff. Maybe that'll be in the news next week, and I'll remember. But Bryce Harper, nose to nose with the commissioner of baseball.
I didn't know Christian Wilkins was in the MLB.
Ooh.
Now what is that joke?
Ooh.
Nose to nose?
Yeah, just kissing,
smooching.
Planted a peck on his cheek.
What's the latest on Christian Wilkins? Where is it? What's he doing?
I don't think he's gonna get picked up. Like this is not a good sign. I mean, the injury stuff is the main reason he was cut, but unfortunately, all this silly stuff is coming out.
Yeah.
And Pete Carroll said, "I've already made my comments on it. I'm not talking about it any further."
And he added, "Woo."
Yeah. Wow.
Not talking about this.
Correct. We're not talking about this. I watched the Tom Brady roast for the first time ever this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I guess because I had watched the show Untamed and finished it up, and I guess I just kept it on Netflix and was clicking around. I was like, I don't think I've ever watched this.
When did it that? It's been a while.
Oh, it's old. It's very old.
I don't even think I was here.
It was before Belichick got a job because they kept making fun of him not finding a job.
Okay, maybe I was here.
So it was a while back.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I've seen clips on YouTubes and Twitters.
Like Jeff Ross is good. It's just, I love the old roast where it's all comedians and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you start throwing Gronk up there, it gets less funny.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Jeff Ross and Nikki Glazer were acted they were at one of those real roasts.
Yeah, and I mean these non-comedians, they're just reading. They didn't come up with these jokes.
Yeah, and I mean even some of the big guns have jokes written for them.
Yeah.
But the way they deliver it, and Jeff Ross has done it so long now that anything he says is pretty funny to me.
Yeah.
Even though it's he rehashes some stuff, it's good. Nikki Glazer was very vulgar.
Yeah, I always just go back and watch the Greg Giraldo, Patrice O'Neill at these roasts.
Yep.
I think it was the roast of Larry the Cable Guy, and Greg Giraldo just lost it. He's like, "Who's next? SpongeBob SquarePants? How are you so famous? Why am I?
This one broke me.
Why am I on the road every weekend and you have millions of dollars?"
Yep, that one broke him. Might have ended his life.
It's probably the lifestyle he lived.
That too. Because of guys like Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah. But dadgummit, I'll say Larry the Cable Guy's still funny.
Is he?
It's toilet humor. It's elementary humor.
Get her done.
I enjoy it.
It's Adam Sandler humor.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Got plenty of those. Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone here inside the Pirate Radio studios. We got Coach
Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone.
Coach Mack joining us at 4, Jennings Hall in hour number 2, Bryce Williams, Justin Hardy, hour 3. All quiet on the ECU front. They did practice today, but media will not be able to go out there until Friday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Didn't really see a lot yesterday. I mean, obviously, first day of fall camp, but looking forward to this ramping up as the weeks go by.
They played a little slow pitch softball at Camden Yards today. Orioles 16 and Blue Jays 4. Win for Baltimore. That was game 1 of a doubleheader. They got game 2 coming up tonight. What do we have tonight on Pirate Radio, Shirley?
Parker Bird Show.
We're going to have the Parker Bird Show, and then we'll join the Orioles game in progress.
Okay.
The Wiz got to start.
He did, and I added him to my auto nerfy list, and that did not go well.
Yeah.
He gave up a solo home run, and then the Giants came back and got one on the board in the first. It was cool to see his parents. I haven't seen them since they were in the jungle years ago.
Which, by the way, his final stat line, let me see if I can do this from memory. 5 innings, 4 runs on 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk.
All right, let's see how she did. 4 runs on 5 hits in 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks.
Oh, I was off a walk.
Yeah.
So who gets the loss? He does?
No, they didn't.
No.
He didn't get anything. He didn't qualify, I guess.
Because I want to say he's the Wiz and nobody beats him.
Nobody beats the Wiz.
I'm the Wiz.
So, 5 innings in a debut is pretty good. Threw 85 pitches. So, obviously, you want to get those hits and runs down. Gave up a solo homer in the first, and the Pirates knocking off the Giants 6-5 last night. Not a good loss for them. Let's look at the standings real quick. Are the O's out of it? Seems like they've been winning a little bit more lately.
Well, they went on that.
They've won 4 in a row.
Yeah, they went on a losing streak that just took forever for them to get out of. Their bats have just woken up in the last few games.
They're way back in the AL East standings and still 9 games under 500 with the Blue Jays setting the pace right now. 5 games up on the Yankees. I looked at it this weekend, Jarrett. You know, at least this weekend, who had the second best odds to win the World Series behind the Dodgers?
Yeah.
You do not?
No.
Take a guess. I'm gonna give you.
Is it the Blue Jays?
I'm gonna give you 8 guesses.
Okay.
You get, and I know you're not a baseball guy.
Not even close.
But you know, like, who should be good,
Yeah.
maybe, kinda.
I'm gonna say it's not the Yankees.
All right, so Yankees is wrong. Blue Jays is wrong.
All right. Red Sox?
Red Sox is wrong.
Brewers.
Brewers is wrong. You got 4 guesses left.
The Mets.
The Mets. That's wrong.
The Phillies.
I think the Phillies were tied for this team with this team, but I'm still going to count it as wrong.
Can you still do this quick scroll so I can? I mean, I don't even know who's in Major League Baseball.
Well, I mean,
the Tigers.
It's the Tigers.
It's the Tigers.
Now, if you didn't see they were in first place, 16 games over
I would have
500,
never guessed them.
You would have never guessed the
Absolutely
Tigers.
not.
It was the Dodgers were the favorite, followed by the Phillies and the Tigers.
I have a future bet on the Phillies to win the World Series.
Okay.
That was a drunken bet because my buddy's dad was like, every year my brother goes to a Phillies game, they win the World Series.
Okay.
In his lifetime, so it's
Wait.
really just once.
Yeah, well, what, twice or once?
I think just once.
So did he go this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why I placed the bet. I was like, that's good for me, Butch.
Who is even good on the Tigers?
Verlander's not there anymore.
Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson. He was a big draft pick.
Riley Green, the singer?
They do have Javi Baez, Gleyber Torres on the roster.
Colt Keith. What a name.
Dylan Dingler, one of my favorite adult film stars. Dylan Dingler. They got some cool names. Yeah, Colt Keith. He was in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
On the mound.
Go back up. Was it Jace Jung?
Yeah. Thomas Nito. Oh, man. I remember that guy, Jeff Charles. I remember when he came up. Akil Badu. The Detroit Tigers, folks. Break up the Tigers. At pitching, they got that Scooble fella, Jack Flaherty, former Cardinal, Casey Mize. Yeah, I mean, they don't have household names.
So if you had to place a bet right now, you just going Dodgers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and have Mack McCarthy when we return. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Everyday children in eastern North Carolina are fighting the unimaginable pediatric cancer. Riley's Army stands beside them, offering financial and emotional support, food cards, gas cards, and a community of care. But we can't do it without you. Visit Riley'sArmy.com to donate, volunteer, or learn more. Together we can bring comfort, hope, faith, and strength to these brave families and children. Riley's Army, because no family should fight alone.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue electric, plumbing, and air.
In Pitt County, everyone's a college student. At every age, at every stage of life, from every part of the county. They're parents and police officers. They're nurses who work nights. They're hairstylists and handymen. They come from every walk of life. And they're all getting ahead without taking on loads of debt. Continuing education at Pitt Community College, where everyone's a college student.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville has the hot deals this summer with the Make This the Summer event. You pay the exact same thing as a factory employee. Come check out the Ram 1500 at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and get savings up to $12,000 with Employee Pricing Plus on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. And they still have the 2024 Ram Heavy Duties in stock. Save up to $15,000 with Employee Pricing Plus on the longest lasting heavy duty work trucks in the market. How about the new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee? You pay what a factory employee pays, with savings up to $9,000 on America's most awarded SUV. And unprecedented savings for a new Jeep Wrangler. Up to $6,000 off on a 2025 Jeep Wrangler.
East Carolina Parts Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
Take advantage of Employee Pricing Plus and see all of the new and pre-owned inventory at ecauto.com.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailers Show.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's hot dogs.
then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006, and they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of your business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Let's quickly get to our interview with Mack McCarthy. Had a lengthy one with him earlier today as we talked a whole lot of college football. Here's my conversation with Mack.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former ECU head basketball coach, and one of our favorites here. Was a treat to see him in studio last week. He's now back in Richmond, VA. Mack McCarthy joining us. Coach Mack, how you doing?
I'm good. I got my day trip. Got my Greenville, North Carolina fix a little bit. Hit all the hot spots, especially the food spots. But got to see a bunch of folks, and it was good to get back down there, even if it was just for a few hours.
Good deal. Looking forward to your next venture here to the Tar Heel State, and looking forward to seeing you again. But Mack, always enjoy talking to you each and every week, and I really enjoy this time of year. I tell folks that August is one of my favorite sports years or sports months out of the year, because everybody's undefeated and your optimism can be sky high and everything's great until the games are actually played and you see what you got. But that's why I like late July, August, because we get to prognosticate things. Some things, as you know, we hit on. Some things we're way off on, but it makes it fun.
Yeah, and we get to talk about the games themselves, the teams themselves, rather than the transfer portal and the NIL and all the problems that's causing and the politics of everything. So, I'm ready to start talking about whose quarterback is going to do well and whose schedule is favorable, and see if we can, get in that mode pretty quickly here because we're less than a month away now.
Yes, sir. And got a football game on TV coming up in 2 nights, the Hall of Fame game. So just looking for those little signs that football is returning. Mack's text of the day to me was a stat, or I guess more of a projection from Brad Powers. Teams projected to be favored in every game this season. Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State, those make sense. The other, Arizona State, which we're going to talk a little Big 12, and it is really pick a name out of a hat, seemingly, with the Big 12. But, Mack, that tells me that there may actually be a favorite in the Big 12, at least on paper, and is that the Sun Devils there?
Yeah, and the Big 12 is interesting. There are a whole lot of teams that I think could win that league. Maybe as deep as 6, 7. I don't know if I could go 8, but possibly. There's some quarterbacks that are of interest in that league. But Arizona State being in favor in every game was a little bit of a surprise. Non-conference not so much, but the league is so balanced. You would have figured somewhere along the way on a road game they would have been an underdog. But yeah, they were the one that jumped out at you as a little bit of a surprise. And the other surprise was a Southwestern team again, but not a Big 12 team, a former Big 12 team, Texas, actually an underdog going into the season in 2 different games against Ohio State and Georgia.
And looking at their schedule, I just don't believe this to be true, that they're going to be favorites. Mississippi State's not good. Are you going to put Arizona State as a favorite at Mississippi State, though?
Yeah,
okay.
You have to. Yeah.
At Baylor, at Utah, at Iowa State.
Yeah,
I would take the home dog in every game without seeing anything, without knowing anything. I'm taking the home dog in those games if Arizona State's favored.
Yeah, none of those are going to be easy, and who knows, by the time they get there, they may not be favorites. But going in, I could see them being a slight favorite, but the favorite to win all 3 of them, I don't know about that.
Who's this year's Arizona State, Mack? Where were they projected last year? I could go look at the field steal.
Dead last.
There you go. So
dead last.
And you had Oklahoma State pick first, and they didn't win a game, as Mack famously said a week or so ago. So, is there a team at the bottom this year that you would potentially see winning a lot of games? Your candidates, Colorado, Oklahoma State, Arizona, West Virginia. I got to be honest, it wouldn't shock me if any of these teams won 9 games.
No, and even down to UCF, Arizona was picked near the top a year ago, and now they're picked 15th. And maybe Houston, Cincinnati. I'm not sure about them, but who knows what Colorado has? The big news out of Boulder the other day, BYU hadn't been mentioned. That I don't know that would be a shocker if they finished first, but it doesn't happen very often that the last place pick wins the league and goes to the college football playoffs.
In a league like this, it would be more shocking to me if Arizona State was able to repeat than if one of those 5 bottom teams won it. I just feel like it's that kind of wide open.
Yeah, I kind of agree. And I don't think there's that much difference. When you start talking about the quarterbacks like Avery Johnson at Kansas State, the returnee, although he's coming off an injury at Texas Tech, Iowa State, Beck's back again. Baylor's Robertson is back. Utah's got an interesting situation, and we've seen this happen before with Pavia at Vanderbilt. They brought a quarterback in from New Mexico and brought his offensive coordinator. And, of course, that's what Vanderbilt did and went on to have a year with some big wins. So TCU's got a returnee, the Hooker kid at quarterback. They've got a lot of talent. Easily you can go 7 deep and say one of these 7 could win.
There's way too many guys named Jalen and Jaden.
Yes.
And there's already a Jaden Daniels, but there's a Jalen Daniels at Kansas who, when healthy, has been really good, Mack, and they got him coming back, right? So how about Lance Leipold and 5-7 last year? I can't remember if it was last year or 2023 when they dealt with all the injuries, but they were a 9-win team in 2023. So we've seen them win before, and could they be a factor here?
Yeah, they haven't quite been the same since they lost their offensive coordinator to Penn State. But that quarterback, Daniels, Jalen or Jaden, whichever one he is, he's good enough to carry him a lot of nights.
You like Baylor, right? Did you? I know you said previously you like Baylor, but who?
I liked them a lot better before I saw Dave Aranda's press conference ramblings. I don't know what the heck he was talking about. Something about throwing midgets against the wall or something. It was absolutely bizarre. If you haven't seen it, go Google it, because you will come away perplexed, maybe amused, but if you're a Baylor fan, I wouldn't find it amusing. But hey, returning quarterback who did a great job a year ago, a lot of returnees at Baylor, and of course they'll get a big test right off the bat when they take on Auburn. I think that game is in Waco too to start the season. One of the many big early season games that we've got to look at.
I'm trying to do more integrated marketing here, and speaking of what Mack was talking about, micro wrestling coming to the Buck.
Yeah, and I believe Dave Aranda will be the special guest referee in the main event.
Now, I'm not going to promote that. We're not going to do any.
It's what I'm hearing.
I know you guys in the wrestling biz like to
I like
promote
it, Jared.
things
I like it, Jared.
Card is subject to change.
Yeah, there you go. As long as it says that, you can say anything. Mack McCarthy joining us. It's the Big 12. As Dan Hawkins once said. That was a classic coach rant, Mac. It's not. It's Division I football. Go play intramurals, brother. Do you have an all-time favorite coach rant, Mac?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's hard to beat Mora in the playoffs. That's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. What was the guy who said they are who we thought they were?
Dennis Green. Yeah,
Denny Green. Yeah, those were awfully good. The very best of all time, though, was the Coastal guy about hunting. He needed some dogs.
Yeah.
I think that's a winner. There have been a lot of great ones, but that one would be hard to top ever.
Yeah, you got too many cats, and look at me, look at my gloves. Da, da, da. You need to be a dog. It's not really a rant; it's more of an interaction. But man, we play that Jim Calhoun, not a dime back, a lot. I love that so much.
Would you please?
What was the take tonight? This university brings in, and he gets in that real thick Northeastern accent. Oh man, that's a good one. Do we have any good Mack McCarthy rants on file? I don't think so, Mac. You never did anything explosive during press conferences, did you?
Not too much, no. I was pretty calm by the time I got there. There may have been some earlier on in my career, but I don't think so. I'm sure my players could come up with some.
If anybody has an old VHS tape of Mack McCarthy going nuts, let us know. All right, so anything else on the Big 12 before we move on?
What is Texas Tech
but I will
schedule?
say this. We could get interrupted by landscapers here. If it happens on live radio, I apologize, but I kind of see them sneaking around the corner a little bit. Hopefully they've already come by here. I don't know.
I don't want you to apologize. I want you to rant, Mac. I want you to curse and point. Jared Watkins has requested the schedule of Texas Tech. Their non-conference is Arkansas Pine Bluff, Kent State. So you're 2-0, and then Oregon State is the third. Road games in the conference at Utah, at Houston, at Arizona State, at Kansas State, and they end at West Virginia. At home, they'll get Kansas, Oklahoma State, BYU, UCF. So they don't play Baylor.
They have three contenders on the road. That doesn't bode well.
That's not great. They don't play Baylor or Iowa State. That is good. So there's that. Oh, I did want to ask you about BYU since they're coming here, Mac, and all the talk from them is of course losing the quarterback. I mean, how good was that guy? Maybe you can tell me, but how about overall Kalani Sitake's team? I know they have pretty high expectations coming off an 11-win season, but we were hoping we could, have a top 25, top 15 team maybe come here to Greenville, but maybe without the quarterback, that might knock them down a peg as far as rankings go.
Yeah, I think they would have been picked higher had Retzlaff stuck around, but he's going to be at Tulane, so you still get to see him.
Yeah, true. You like BYU overall? What do you think about them?
I don't, I think the other teams have kind of caught up with them. I think they got some people by surprise last year. The coach does a great job. They've always got good players. They've got the experienced players because of the mission deal and all that. But I think they're toward the bottom of that top half in the league.
Just for fun, let's all pick a Big 12 team to follow and say he's going to win this year. Sounds like you want to go Texas Tech. Jared.
Mine is Texas Tech, yeah.
Who you got, Mac?
Jared, following the money. I love it. I'm going to go a little deeper. I'm going to go with a little bit more of a long shot. I'm going to go TCU.
All right. Big one right out of the gate against North Carolina.
Big one out of the gate, and they also have SMU in there. And this is the last year I think they're going to play SMU in that, whatever it is, iron skillet or whatever that trophy is.
All right, I'm a Jaden Daniels guy. I might as well be a Jalen Daniels guy. So
wow,
give me rock.
That's a big reach.
Give me Rock Chalk.
Jayhawk
in the Big 12 this year.
We could go 0 for 3 with this group right here.
Sure. I think that's kind of what makes it fun. It is such a crapshoot, and there's going to be some wild games. I like the conference for the fact that it is just unpredictable. I wonder, Mac, I could look this up, but what would Arizona have been slated if they were playing Arizona State? Been slated in the playoffs if they were playing under this year's structure. Do you know off the top of your head? Like, they wouldn't have received a bye, obviously.
No, very near the bottom.
Right.
They'd have been above Boise, and
right.
That might have been the only team
SMU,
they were above.
Maybe? I don't know.
No, SMU played a much better schedule. I think they'd have been 11th.
Yeah. So the Big 12 champion will likely have a tough road to make it anywhere in the playoff. Mac, also today, I told you to try to find me a winner in the American, which, could be as difficult as the Big 12. I don't think there's an overall front runner here, but maybe you disagree. Who do you like to win the American this year?
I do think it's probably Memphis and Tulane, but I think, contrary to superfan Zach, I think UTSA will be in the mix just because they're so good at home, 6-0 a year ago, although they were 1-6 on the road or whatever, but awfully good offensively. They do lose a lot on defense, and they weren't good on defense last year, so that might be a reach on my part, but I think because they're so good at home and the way their schedule falls, I think they've got a chance. Army, I think then there's a group of Army, Navy, East Carolina, and USF that are right below those three.
I don't know why. I just don't buy into Memphis, and I guess I should. I mean, they've won 10 and 11 games the last 2 years, but maybe it's because the last time we saw them, East Carolina beat them a couple times in a row, and I just don't look at them as a major factor in the conference, maybe, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't. But maybe they've just been out of sight, out of mind. I don't know why I don't respect the Memphis Tigers.
They just lost Seth Hennigan, so I mean, for the first time in 4 or 5 years, they're going to have a new guy under center.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think your skepticism is out there.
Looking at their schedule, Chattanooga, Mac.
Yeah, W.
Okay. At Georgia State, at Troy. Interesting that they play 2 teams like that away from home, and then they get Arkansas at home. So they can run through that 4-0. They'll be receiving some votes perhaps, or at least getting a little bit of attention. They do have a very favorable schedule. Good grief, their conference slate. At FAU, Tulsa, at UAB, South Florida at home, at Rice. You think they could probably be undefeated up to that point before they take on Tulane, at ECU, and Navy to wrap it up. And Navy put it on them last year, 56-44.
Yeah, it's kind of backloaded, isn't it?
Big time.
they've been so consistently good. I kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. And it's been 2 decades that they've been very, very good and not had many off years. But Tulane might have a slight advantage right there. And I swear, UTSA just intrigues me because of their offense being so good and them being so good at home. And I think that coach does a really good job. And then that next tier, it is very possible that Army, Navy, East Carolina, or USF could step into that top 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm excited for the league this year, and think we'll have some fun football. Mack, can the AAC champion? I'm sorry, AC. They've been rebranded. My
I'll
apologies.
go correct you.
Thank you. Can the American champion be in the playoff this year, or will that go to somebody else?
No, I think they can be. They probably don't have quite as good an opportunity because Boise, some of the folks out there will get a little bit of benefit, but with their, they'll have some opportunities early on. They seem to do well against some tough non-conference opponents. I haven't looked at their schedule, but yeah, I think whoever wins the American, unless they beat up on each other and everybody's got 3 losses or something like that. But I think if they get through there with 1 or 2 losses, I think there's a very good chance that Memphis or Tulane or whoever it is in that championship could get in the playoffs.
Mack, you understand things that my simple mind cannot. What do conference commissioners do? Other than like play golf and, go to lunch.
No, I think they do a whole lot more than that. Their probably most important thing is dealing with television negotiations. Sure. That would probably be their number one thing on their list. But to execute scheduling, to execute championships, to oversee officiating and just the logistics of every team, every sport, all the schedules that go on, while they do have a lot of help, especially at the highest levels, and those folks have attorneys and everybody else on their staff, but directors of compliance, there is a whole lot on the commissioner's plates. I will give them that.
All right, fair enough. I just like when Tim Pernetti, who's a great speaker, he could go into preaching or politics or anything else where you stand at a podium and lead people. But I just don't know what those words are and how much he can say to make the American relevant amongst the landscape of college athletics nationally. Like I'm not like insulting the guy. It's just kind of the way the world is, the way college sports are. We are what we are, and hell, he even said like didn't he say something to the effect of he didn't blame Memphis for trying to leave?
He understands the ambition to want to move to a different conference, and he knows that every other school in this conference has that ambition as well.
Yeah, which is kind of odd to know while saying, this league is going to rise and everything. So I don't know. It seems all kind of fluff to me, but I'm a very cynical person, Mack.
Yeah, I think he is a good spokesperson, and he's done it in a lot of different capacities. The first time I ever met him, he spoke to us as basketball coaches in Conference USA, and I think at that time, I'm not sure if he was with one of the networks or what his position was, but he was talking to us about television and the importance and what we needed to do scheduling wise to make that more attractive to the networks. But he's been an impressive guy a long time. He's had some really good jobs. I think he is a good spokesperson, and I think the face of the conference does make a little bit of a difference in just the perception of the league. The Big 12. We talked about this last week. They don't have a single football team with 50% 4 and 5 stars. They're not in that category. They're not even close to the ACC and certainly not to the Big Ten or the SEC. But they've done a good job. Brett Yormark has done a good job of marketing them. They've done some things outside the box. They've done some creative things, and I think the commissioner does play a role in all that and the public perception of the league.
Mack McCarthy joining us. Mack, you mentioned the ACC there. This comes up from time to time, whether it be Florida State or Clemson. Here lately, it's been North Carolina. who has been discussed about leaving the ACC for the SEC. Why are those rumblings in the news? Anything to that?
Well, the board of trustees or board of governors, whatever it's called, at board of visitors, whatever it's called at the university system, University of North Carolina system, they continue to kind of be in the news with their opinions about the league and what they need to do, and all of this has come about because of the restructuring of the grant of rights deal. It goes through 2036 or 2034, depending on which version you read, but things start to change from a buyout perspective in 2029, and that's the next time a lot of these television contracts are out there. But there are a lot of things that would have to happen. North Carolina certainly is a valuable property, whether you're looking at it from the Big Ten's perspective or from the SEC's perspective. However, there are politics involved all along. I remember Coach Holland, one of the few times that he was wrong, he said there is no way in hell Virginia Tech will ever get in the ACC. And the one thing he forgot to take into consideration was the politics of all that. And when the governor speaks up, and when the legislature speak up, and they talk about funding and that kind of thing, all kind of different things can happen. So yeah, I think it's always going to be there as long as we're still talking about the possibility of those two super leagues. But again, we've talked about expansion before. I still think we're 4 or 5 years away from Power Four movement, if you will.
Mack McCarthy joining us. Coach Mack, I like to throw out a baseball bet or two during this baseball season, and I'll do that. And if I have a little bit of chump change left over, I'll do like a big home run parlay and throw $3 to $5. And if it hits, I'll win a few hundred or whatever. So I was going to do that on Sunday, but it was an early start day for everybody. And by the time I'd put in my baseball bets, there was only like a game or two that hadn't been played. It wasn't enough to give me a good home run parlay. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna bet on NASCAR. I'm gonna put my $10 that I have left over on a winner, and that winner is gonna be Kyle Larson. And I was close, but did not quite get it because Bubba Wallace gets the win. Of course, when I bet, some dude snaps a 100 race losing streak or whatever and beats my guy. That's the way it goes. But how about Bubba's victory? And Jared, I'll let you chime in as well. How'd y'all enjoy the race Sunday, Mac?
I thought it was interesting, fuel mileage deal, and Bubba, to his credit, he had to win it 3 different times. He had to win it, and then the caution, then he had to win it, then the caution, and then he had to win it again, and do a good job with managing the fuel at the same time as holding one of the best drivers in the business off right behind him, and the defending race champion. So Bubba won a rain shortened race. He hadn't gotten a lot of credit for having a couple cup wins, and 100 races is a long time to go, and his teammates been outperforming him pretty consistently for a couple years now. So I am sure that was a huge weight off of his shoulders to get that W at the Brickyard. And they kept calling it one of the crown jewels. I might dispute that a little bit, but we'll take it, and so will he. And if you look at it that way, he has one more crown jewel race than Chase Elliott, who is everybody's favorite.
And he'll be in the playoffs, Jarrett, which how many drivers now are locked into that? Do you know off the top of your head?
There's 2 spots left.
Okay.
And Chris Buescher and Alex Bowman hold those last 2 spots, and it does not look like a wide open race. They have a very comfortable lead. So,
but again, it could, if somebody wins.
Yeah, all it takes is a win, and there's 4 more races until the playoffs. But one more thing on Bubba. I like how NASCAR's like, we're taking away these charters. And then the 2 races after they said that, Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace win. Denny Hamlin, the owner of 2311 with Michael Jordan. Bubba, a racer for them.
So it was like a win and a middle finger?
Yeah.
Maybe? Okay.
Yeah, and that's the 3rd time a non-charter driver has won, because Van Ginsberger won, and then I want to say Colleague won a race maybe with Allmendinger or somebody won a race with a team
Josh
that just
Berry?
didn't have a. Josh could have been.
Josh Berry, maybe?
And I don't think it was Josh because when he won with the Wood Brothers, and they definitely have a charter.
Okay.
How did how the standings look, Jared?
Mack is now in double digits.
Way to go, Mack.
He is nipping at your heels.
Man.
You have 16, Mack has 11, and I am in the lead with 24 points.
Oh, wow.
This thing is tightening up. This is tightening them up.
It is.
I was kind of poking fun at Mack last time we talked about the points. He's like, it's a long season, a lot of races
Well, he
left.
was in the negative the first 3 months,
Yeah.
and now he's caught me. So it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yep.
And Mack looking pretty good as we get close to the playoffs. Where are we at this week?
Iowa.
Okay. It's not heaven, it's Iowa, said Kevin Costner.
Iowa was built to be a replica of Richmond by Rusty Wallace, and it's a really good track. It's just in the middle of nowhere and not with a lot of infrastructure and that kind of thing. But I think the racing is going to be really good. I'm excited about seeing them go there.
Good deal. Mack, anything else on your mind?
Football. Let's get into it.
You're a simple man. I like that. Football is on the mind always. Mack, enjoyed it, man. We will check in with you again next week. Have a good week.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Mack McCarthy joining us on Pirate Radio Live, former ECU head basketball coach. When we return, we'll talk to former ECU volleyball player Jennings Hall will join us for our New Blue Pirate Report. We'll tell you what's going on as we get ready to welcome students back to ECU, which means get underway with the fall sports calendar. Of course, football on the horizon, but volleyball and some other sports as well. We'll talk about that and everything else going on in the world of sports with Jennings Hall when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Looking for the ultimate spot on the Morehead City waterfront this summer? Then head to King Mackerel's Restaurant and Bar, where the food is fresh, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are always live. King Mac's is your ECU game day headquarters with waterfront views and game day food specials. So whether you're reeling in a marlin or just soaking up the sun, come grab a bite, listen to some tasty tunes, and make your summer legendary at King Mackerel's on the waterfront in Morehead City.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play it again, sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Spring has officially sprung. Time to trade in those winter blues for blooming flowers, sunny days, and maybe even a new home. If spring cleaning just isn't cutting it and you're ready for a fresh start, contact ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate to find your next perfect home. Buying or selling, now's the time to make your perfect move. Get started today at encpiraterealty.com. ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate. We close the deal or someone walks the plank. ARG. Go Pirates!
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risks, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. And ready to land that dream job but feeling stuck on your resume or interview skills? Pitt Community College's HRD classes are your secret weapon. They'll show you exactly how to craft a powerful resume that stands out and master those job interview questions with strong, compelling answers. No more second guessing. Get the skills you need to shine. Learn more and sign up now at pittcc.edu/HRD. That's pittcc.edu/HRD. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. We got intern Cuz here. We got Billy Nux in the house. We have not let Cuz talk yet today. I'm still... How long is Cuz going to be here the whole show?
Are you going to be here the whole show?
Wait, I don't want him to talk.
Are you going to be here the whole show?
Yeah, I'm going to be here the whole
show. Hey, don't let him talk. We might talk to Cuz in hour 3. He's on a bit of a ban right now after cursing in his first ever day here.
Penalty box. He's been in the penalty box ever since.
But we might hear from Cuz later on. But we will hear from Jennings Hall right now, former East Carolina volleyball player who joins us here on the program. Jennings, good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, are you like a grown up now, or
I guess.
You in the real world?
I try to pretend I'm not, but.
So for those that don't know, Jennings, tell us about your volleyball career here at ECU.
Well, I started playing in August 2020, so probably the worst time to start playing college volleyball or any college sport. Not much was happening when I first came on campus, but I finished playing in December of 2024 because of COVID year, and then graduated with my master's this May.
That is fantastic. So you're in the real world now. What are you doing?
I actually work for a national finance company. I work out of the branch here. I'm the marketing director. So
fantastic. And still closely following what your former coach and teammates are doing with volleyball. And, you know, we get cranked up for football at this time, but volleyball gets going before ECU football. So I know Coach Adler, Augustine, and his team getting ready to go. But I don't know, any thoughts on the season this year, the returners? What are you excited about?
Oh, yeah, they're going to have a lot of good returners. We did lose one to an injury, but she will be back next year. That's Angeles Alderete. she's going to take this year to rehab and redshirt, and then she'll be back for a 5th year, which is good. You got Ellie Pate, Carlia Northcross, a senior. Taryn Gilraith, she's probably going to be the setter. Ollie Huff, junior, she's going to be amazing for them. I think they have about 5 freshmen coming in. I think it's 3 pins, a libero, and a setter, which will be good.
It looks like, looking at the roster, Jennings, it's a lot of recruits and not a ton of portal. Was that?
Well, they got 2 mid-years.
Okay.
One from UTSA, Kai Bailey, and UAB, Brooklyn Allison. Those will be 2 big additions. Kai's a middle. She's a powerhouse middle. We always hated to play against her in the conference. That was always rough to play against. And Brooklyn Allison, she was amazing for UAB. So,
how did you see the program kind of grow and get better as you were here? Because now ECU volleyball has some expectations to win.
Well, I would definitely say we started at rock bottom. March before I came into school, 2020. We got the call that our coach had been let go, and I don't think, just because of COVID and everything, no one really wanted to go into the coaching changes or anything. So
Right.
I don't think we ended up with Adler until about June of 2020, which is about 2 months before. I mean, half of the previous girls had transferred out with, coaching change is always going to happen. But I think we probably had about 14 players and in COVID. So
Yeah.
I would say we probably had 12 games, not very good starting out. But then, you start to recruit people that want to be there, which ends up having players that want to be there is the whole reason your team can be good or bad.
Right.
That's pretty much recruiting the right dynamic for the team is how we pretty much got better. 2023 was definitely the breakthrough season for Adler and the rest of our team for sure.
I've never spoken to Adler other than maybe a hello at Minji's, but other than being here. So
Yeah.
I know him as one of the most laid back people I've ever met. Is he like that all the time? Does he have a little fire to him behind the scenes?
He's a pretty laid back person.
Yeah.
And if he's watching this, hey Adler. No, he
We'll get to the good stories later.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. He really is awesome. He's really fun to talk to. You could go up there for film and then be there for another 30 minutes talking about something random after. As long as he's not recruiting, he loves to hold a random conversation on a Monday. So, but when it's game time, we all kind of realize that it's serious. Obviously, games get tight, and that's just any sport really, but especially volleyball because it's a point sport. First to get 25.
Pirates will start, they have a scrimmage exhibition coming up August the 20th and then get underway August the 29th. Actually, so ECU, because they play Thursday in football, will actually play before volleyball plays a real game this year. Usually it's the opposite.
That is usually never the case.
So after the Thursday nighter, the volleyball team will get underway at 10 a.m. on that Friday morning, August 29th, against Florida A&M up in Hampton, Virginia. Another kind of Pirates invitational here, the Hampton tournament, Hampton Pirates. So they'll play 3 games, 2 on the 29th, 1 on the 30th to get that season underway. And Jennings will be following that with you when you join us here on the program. How about football? What are your expectations with year kind of 1.5 with the Blake Harrell, but his first year as head coach full-time? Caden Hauser back. You got some guys coming back on the offense. What are your expectations for football this year?
I just really hope we beat State. I think we got it. I think we're going to do it. We just did it. So back-to-back is what I'm hoping for. But
And what a way to start your season if you could get that one.
Oh, yeah.
That would really set a tone for the remainder of the year.
If we beat State, we're going undefeated. That's what I'm saying.
State win that game, you go 12-0, and you're in the college football playoff, according to Jennings Hall.
Yes,
your first hot take here.
Exactly.
On the program. I always say it's really cool to see, and I remember going to the postseason game y'all had at home, I guess like 2 seasons ago, maybe. And I saw ECU baseball players like on the front row. But just seeing other athletes at other sports, it always fires me up. And I'm sure you and your teammates went to football games, and some of them would show up to your games like that. That's the sign of a good like athletic program, I think.
Yeah, I think we try really hard, and also our director of life skills, Brianna Wood, she's in charge of doing SAC and everything. She's really good with trying to get other sports to support other sports. I mean, we already do it in general, but like making sure that, you know, entire teams try to go as a pack instead of just a few. But I think overall we've seen a lot of different sports at our games, and then we try to, you know, give back. And like if soccer comes to our game, we're going to go to soccer. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
In all the sports, try to do that.
Is that Brianna Wood, the Bree Wood that played volleyball?
Of course.
Okay, I did PA for a lot of her games
yes.
at ECU. So she's still here working with the school and the team?
Yeah, so she's been with ECU. This is probably her 3rd year.
Awesome.
I want to say. Don't quote me on that. And then her younger sister also played for ECU. She transferred she had a 5th year as well. So for her 4th year, she came to ECU, transferred from UNCG. Played her 4th and 5th. Her name's Brittany.
Okay. Well, the Wood family has been great to ECU.
Those are my girls.
We need to get Bree on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to her about her career, what she's doing now. So, Jennings, you're a Pirate lifer, right? So, like, what is your first ECU memory? Could you even think of that?
Definitely in the old club level, Williams-Clark is where I watched a lot of my football games. Probably when I was like 4 or 5 was probably my first memory I can remember.
Yeah.
Maybe we were not there yet. This might be, I don't know. I remember sitting in the 50-yard line once with the old Pirate logo. Oh my God, there's so many just random like spots in my head.
Who was your first like favorite football player?
Ooh, well, I don't know if he was technically my favorite, but I always remembered when I was young hearing about Dwayne Harris.
Well, that he is my all-time favorite.
Okay, great. Yeah. So we can say that's mine too.
Yeah, he was electrifying on the football field. 17. He is going into the Hall of Fame this year, along with Justin Hardy, who we'll talk to in hour number 2, Shane Carden, Terry Holland, Tanita Butts, among others. So great class for this year. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour number 2 with Jennings Hall, who joins us here on our New Blue Pirate Report. If you have issues with HVAC, electrical, plumbing, you can contact New Blue. They cover it all. Call nublue.com, and Aaron Williams and the crew will take care of you. We'll take a break, come back more with Jennings Hall when we return after this.
Join Pirate Radio for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, Thursday, September 4th, for a night of music, friends, and fun. Come meet the Pirate Radio crew and dance the night away with the main event band. Tickets are only $10, and all proceeds will go to the Jeff Charles Scholarship and the Heather Ann Pertee Scholarship. Grab all your friends and party like a pirate on September 4th. For more information or to get tickets, go to pr927fm.com. Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Brian, talk about your service that you have at Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World.
Yeah, we've got a great group of technicians that work on all makes and models of vehicles. We're here to check out your car, give you some advice, fix the things that are needed, and maybe get you on the right path to taking care of it down the road.
One website, 2 outstanding dealerships, finding the car you're looking for. Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at drivehherenow.com.
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
I love it.
Pirate Radio.
I'm glued all day.
Pirate Radio.
Listen to me rocks, baby.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Warm weather is here, and it's time to get back out on the water at Stroud's Marine. They are stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts with propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. For more information, head to stroudsmarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Baron.
We're talking about the origin story of Jennings Hall as we're coming back on. So you've been a Pirate forever, but you lived in South Carolina growing up? You grew up?
Yeah, I moved to South Carolina in 2007, but my family's originally from the Pinehurst, Southern Pines area.
Okay, so. But just longtime Pirates?
Yeah, my grandpa went here too.
Oh, wow, cool.
My grandpa, my aunt, my uncle, my dad.
Yeah, it's in the blood.
I don't...
Good stuff. We talked a little football and volleyball. Soccer getting underway. Good grief. Next week, they have an exhibition, which is crazy. But they'll play Old Dominion on the road next Wednesday. And then Saturday, you can go watch them in an exhibition at home against Hampton. And Jennings said you'll be there just because it'll feel like college sports are back, right?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
And then the first real game coming up August 14th against Liberty at home. And the big one against the Wolfpack, August 17th. Gary Higgins makes his return to Greenville. So everybody make sure you boo and heckle him. Just kidding. He's all right. But we'll be rooting against them that night. It'll be a Sunday night game under the lights at Johnson Stadium, NC State at ECU. And that should be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for that one. I think my teammates, my old teammates are too.
The defending conference champion Pirates. So, again, I talked about expectations. They've got some expectations going into this year.
Oh, yeah. We were really proud of them. A little bit jealous, but definitely proud of them. We were there. We were watching. either the semis or no, yeah, it was definitely the championship game that we watched in the film room together last year.
Cool. I remember it on a Sunday because we were at the Buck watching our NFL Sunday like we always do, and we had the Pirate soccer game on the TV, and we're getting rowdy watching it. So that was a lot of fun. Do you have friends or keep up with anybody on soccer?
Oh yeah, I'm really close with Molly Thomas, for sure. A lot of my friends have graduated. Molly is she's a redshirt senior. She had a couple injuries back in the day on her early years. So,
do we know her boyfriend? Is that the one we know? Danny Beal? No? Is that a different one?
Oh, no. That's Holly.
Holly. Molly and Holly. Okay. Easy to get those confused. Yeah, I want to do like a newlywed style game with Danny and
oh my gosh
and Holly on Pirate Radio one day.
That would be great.
Danny said it would be terrible. I said it would be great.
No,
Jennings said it would be great.
It would be
so
great.
2 against
Danny,
1.
You lose this battle.
We're doing it. Jennings Hall, the lifelong Pirate, joining us, former ECU volleyball player. And Jennings, we'll have you on to kind of give the pulse of the Pirate Nation, what's going on. But how about your time just as a student athlete, not necessarily a volleyball player? How did you enjoy it? What was good about it? And any changes or improvements like you want to see moving forward when it comes to athletics?
You know what? I enjoyed my schedule as a student athlete. We had afternoon practice, usually morning lift. For me personally, my last 2 years was all online, so my early days were a little bit easier. But my undergrad was fine. I feel like I was lift, class, practice. I feel like I got to sleep at a pretty decent time. I mean, I can't complain about how
the workload really wasn't too much.
No,
for you.
it really wasn't. It wasn't too bad.
In fact, the one thing I've heard from Danny and from Josh Groves, who's with now the Rockies, he got traded, but he said he almost didn't appreciate at the time how regimented it was. He was like, now you've got free time, but you got to do your work, get your work in, because like if you don't, you're going to get left behind and probably cut. So, yeah, you got more time, but you got to really maximize your time. Have you found that too, like that you're not on that strict schedule anymore? Was it kind of different to get over that?
You know, I do kind of miss the afternoon practice, maybe just because I miss playing volleyball.
Right.
But, I mean, other than that, I feel like athletics helped me be able to schedule out my life a little bit better. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it helps more than hurts, you know?
And maybe you don't realize it at the time, but you do afterwards. And did I hear you say you don't miss the fact that now there's more practice time for volleyball? Did you say it's like longer, a bigger practice window before the season?
Well, for preseason just for any place you go, preseason is going to be a rough one just because you're not put on hours. Every team has 20 hours a week. Preseason, you have no limit to how many hours you can practice. So you have like 3 practices a day until school starts pretty much. So they extended the window. I think they just moved up because usually I think it's like August 5th or August 1st. No, that can't be right. It's like the 5th when everybody, football, volleyball, soccer, any fall sport can start. Mm-hmm. But they just moved that up to yesterday. So that means they have an extra week of unlimited hours.
Darn, you just missed out on that. Huh?
Darn, just missed out on it. But I mean, yeah, when you're in preseason, your body hurts all the time. But when you start playing and you're winning, then it's worth it. But
sure.
It's not fun in the moment, but you get through it.
Jennings Hall joining us, and she'll join us on Pirate Radio Live. Looking forward to future chats with you, Jennings, and we'll have some fun along the way. Yeah. But thank you for joining us today. We'll get you on next week, talk more with you, and we'll be 1 week closer to the real games, which is exciting.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
Appreciate you joining us, Jennings. We'll talk to you next week. Jennings Hall, former East Carolina volleyball player, and talking to us from the student-athlete perspective. We'll take a time out, come back when we return. Another former Pirate, former ECU tight end Bryce Williams will join us, and you'll hear from Justin Hardy as well. We're back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
This is Dr. McDowell here with Orthopedics East, and I'm excited to share that we've partnered with Fleet Feet to bring you a community race series that includes 3 awesome races throughout the year. Each one a local nonprofit making a real difference right here in our own town. Starting with the Big Run, benefiting Ainsley's Angels, the Glow Run, benefiting Building Hope, and Santa Dash, benefiting Riley's Army. To sign up, go to runtheeast.com. Join Orthopedics East in running for a cause and making every mile matter.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more.
Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. On August 15th, country outlaw Jamie Johnson takes the stage with rising star Jackson Dean opening the show. Tickets are on sale now at CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Shiny teeth in me. Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dr. Holly, owner of Pirate Dental. At Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Does your tooth hurt?
They fix teeth.
Chipped tooth?
They fix teeth.
Need a second opinion?
We fix teeth.
Need a crown, have a cavity? We fix teeth. Bottom line at Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Call us today at 252-321-2500 or visit us at piratedental.com. Online appointments available. Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Go Pirates. Shiny teeth in me.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation. If this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Cliff Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We got Shirley Rhodes. We got intern Cuz, who may or may not be speaking this hour, Daniel. We'll tell Bryce about that in a moment. Jared Watkins here, and let's introduce former ECU tight end.
1, 2,
Slim
3,
80.
4.
I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. The BNM. Brand new man, Bryce Williams. What's up, Bryce?
Hey.
What do you think that stood for, Jared?
I don't know. I was trying to figure it out. Didn't know where you were going.
He's a brand new man, and he's here joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. Fresh off of ECU practice, Jared, us media, us
simpletons.
We're the problem, the media, the enemy.
Fake news.
We're not allowed out there. But Bryce Williams, as a former player, got a little sneak peek of the action, and he's going to tell us in detail everything he saw. Just kidding. But Bryce, you were able to, you and Davis were able to check out a little bit today?
Me and Davis snuck out there. I said, well, heck, Anna's, taking care of business in the office. I'm on daddy duty when I can stay at the house. Fall camp's here. So let's skirt out there. I was like, I'm going to at least get a fresh 30 minutes, see a few periods. As soon as I walked in there, said what's up to Shank. He was at the gate and said, well, just in time for the last period. I went, okay.
Well, Jared, that sounds about right? The kind of tighter, shorter practices under Blake Harrell.
Yeah. Also, today being up, moved 1 hour earlier, just like yesterday. Yeah, so I was like, well, darn, but at least 2 minutes was, got to see a little something. So I'd like to maybe try and get out there to see, obviously I like 1-on-1, 7-on-7, team drills, but maybe even when they get in the pads. But it was good to be out there again. Last time I was out there was spring ball, and I was like, dang, they got, the ground, the construction going on, for the indoor. Then I walked to the Murphy. I'm trying to think of where the football office, what's that called?
The Ward building?
Ward. Thank you. Yeah, I should know that. The Ward building. And sure enough, I said, wait a second, scales?
Something's missing.
I said, what the heck? And I saw JJ out there. I said, well, what's going on? He said, well, we're going to be like a, turf tailgate plaza thingy. I was like, well, daggum.
What?
That'd be cool. I don't know if that was a secret. Was that?
I don't know. Is that breaking news?
I hope not.
Well, I didn't know what was going to be there, but yeah, that's cool.
Well, shoot. That'll be a dang prime spot. I mean, you got the gate. Shoot, that'd be pretty cool.
They moved the gate for the practice field, and I completely walked past it yesterday.
Where is it?
Well, it was in that corner.
Yeah.
There's construction going on there, so they moved it up in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to that
I need to know that for Friday if I'm going out there. Did you talk to any coaches at all?
It's funny to go out there. Of course, it's the second day, so everybody's, locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, Mags was there, and it was funny. I was like, because I know the boundary of okay, these coaches are locked in. I'm not gonna sit here and try and talk to you all. But of course, they're making their way to the end zone, and Mags he does a no look. What's up? Because he's locked in.
Yeah. You wait for them to address you before you address them.
Address me, and of course, practice is over. So then I was walking to listen to Coach talk, and Coach Tesh was there, so I said, hey to him, and then Coach Harrell, when he got done, I was kind of standing there, so talked to him a little bit, talked about the tight ends and stuff, and just a little brief convo, and then spent some time hanging out with Mags in the office, just catching up.
Are you are you an old head now, Bryce, where I always think about my granddad I'd be putting in tobacco, and he'd be sitting in a chair, and say, it ain't as hot as it used to be. It used to be a lot hotter than this. So when you're out there, you're like, man, you boys y'all ain't doing nothing. We used to practice harder than y'all. Do you look at it that way?
So it was funny. I said, sort of hinting to Shane, so I said, they only here 2 hours? I said,
them boys ain't doing nothing.
I said, what the heck? It was that. And then I said, they do 2 days. Nah, those are illegal now. What the heck? I said, soft. I said, we walked through, so I went, at night. I was like, and they do that in the gym. I'm like, what the heck? But, and I get it, it's this hot, and, just sort of making sure guys are fresh and, keeping them healthy. So I totally understand.
And Alex Harper did say, like, the first thing Harold did when he took over was kind of maybe take out, I don't know, maybe the work smarter, not harder. I don't even know if that's the phrase, but make every minute count and you compress the time and everything, and maybe less non-important minutia things. But it sounds like they're still getting hopefully the same amount of work done, just in less time. Maybe.
Well, he said yesterday, it's like, because I think Brian Bailey or someone asked him about condensing practice, he able to get everything in, and he's like, well, last year during the fall camp, we had a lot of people get hurt. We're just trying to take that away.
That would be
shorten that time.
Yeah. That is a balance too, Bryce, right?
Sure.
Like you got to push the guys, but not too much. Like that's a fine line.
Yeah, most definitely. Because you think, here make guys tough. Like, let's have these hard, grueling practices. But I'm like, well, with hard, grueling practices comes fatigue, and your technique could be off, and that could cause an injury and this and setback. So that's definitely a tricky part. I could see, having that balance of, all right, we're going to get work in, but we're not going to overdo it. And it definitely seems they're doing that the right way, moving practices and up an hour. I don't think we ever did move to practice up an hour. When I played, it was just kind of, you're out there and let's be what it is.
Let's do it. I learned most of my football from the movie Remember the Titans, and I learned that water is for cowards. So
no, they got whoever's on the mic out there. Hydrate. I saw tents and stuff on the back gate, and we would take like breaks, and then they would come. I mean, they did a good job, ice towels on our necks, which were great, and drinks. So we took those breaks, but we didn't have any tents.
Yeah, no tents.
Shade tent would have been nice.
BYO tent.
Yeah.
Bryce probably could have took some cool hunting gear out there to cover your guys up.
Yeah, I could have found something.
All right, good deal. Any I don't know, maybe you weren't out there long enough. Anybody catch your eye or anything? Or anything you wanted to see or in the future or looking forward to checking out? Position.
I'm definitely looking forward to making a full practice to watch the tight ends.
Yeah.
Number 6, I can't remember his name, but dadgummit. But I've seen him do his thing.
Is that Riles?
I think so.
Offense or defense?
Talking about tight ends, right?
Yeah. Tight ends.
Yeah, probably right.
But then Coach did say, I think we had a pretty new guy come in who's fast as lightning as a tight end. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching the tight ends again, and then obviously seeing the offense, how they're rolling. This fall with of course 1-on-1s are great to watch, 7-on-7s and team. But I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Let me check the tight ends on the roster.
Javante Connor had a spectacular play in the spring, so I'm excited to see him get going in the fall and hopefully get some playing time.
Was that the one we put the highlight out and then Wake Forest contacted him or something?
I posted it and then because it wasn't like in the montage we normally put out. I was like, well, that's a great video.
Yeah.
And
like, hey, could you not show this?
I wasn't the only one who posted it.
Was it Wake Forest?
That was what was,
because he is from Winston-Salem.
Yeah, that was the rumor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
6 is Riles, who it looks the part. Like I kind of have high hopes for him. Maybe consistency. I don't know. But you think Javante Carter maybe gets a shot? Connor. 6'4", 231.
Yeah, I think he can open up this offense big time.
Yeah. That one will say his name, but that's who dropped the blatant pass.
You don't want to call him out day 2 of practice? If you see it again, we're going to say his name.
I'm going to say his name.
Need the screen and point.
That hits you right in the chest. I was like, it's 2 minutes. You're dang near in the red zone.
I know they ain't teaching you that at James Keenan.
Exactly. So I'm like, dang. And I think one of the coaches was like, that's not good. Because I made a comment on it. But yeah, dang.
It was like quiet, and all you heard was "Dadgummit" on the sideline.
You look over, and it's a guy holding a baby.
Yeah,
like, I know him.
So he can't have those. I don't want to be in that meeting room because when you don't drop past anybody, when you get working on 2 minutes, you're like, okay, we could be behind. We need a tug just to keep stretch the distance between
Oh, we know what you're saying. We know all those words you just said.
Yeah.
So it's a big group. Riles, Connor, Mason Brown, Gage Reel, Stephen Collier, Caleb Morrow, and it just does. Cayman Reynolds. He's 6'4", 225. A freshman out of Georgia. So they got a big room there.
They have a 6'6" guy now?
Yeah, that's the freshman. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a different guy. Caleb Morrow, another freshman.
Nice.
6'6", 240.
Hey, I got to step out there and eyeball some of these fellas.
Is that a real 6'6"? Let's find out.
Stand back to back with me. I'm 6'4".
Max, blow the whistle. Hang on. Let me do something real quick. Jenny asking, well, it went away. I think it was her. Said, did Davis enjoy practice?
He did. I wish I could have been out there a little longer because he enjoys a lot of commotion. I set him down in the grass, and at first he just walked right to me. But then after I just sort of set him down and stepped away, he hung out by the field goal post for a little bit, and then I was sort of taking him and bumping him into the return, the dummies that knock over and come back. I was going, he was like laughing. I'm like, okay, that's good.
A little taste of football practice. Who knows?
And I had him barefoot. I said, you're going to feel the grass. Because Anna saw the picture. She said, you didn't put no shoes on him? I said, no.
Got to feel that. Got to touch that grass.
Exactly.
Go ahead and get it.
But it was
get it in your system.
Sure. Yeah. But it was good. But I did put sunscreen on him. So
good dad. Good dad.
For sure.
Riding around with the boy. That's fun, right?
And then he fell asleep on the way home, and Anna said, wow, thanks. You just ruined his nap schedule. I went, sorry, honey. I wasn't paying attention to the time.
Good deal. Good father-son outing today at ECU football practice. All right, let's take a break. When we return, I'm going to run my interview with Justin Hardy, and I designed it today where the questions I will ask Justin, I'll ask the same questions to Bryce, and we'll see how their answers intersect about their time playing here at East Carolina in the same time frame. So we'll have that. We'll have more Pirate Radio Outdoors, Fleet Feet Rundown, all ahead. Back with you after this.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most. Whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville. 252-751-3160. BAM!
Looking for a night of laughter that gives back? Join us for a hilarious dose of hope, a live comedy show featuring the one and only Gerald Kelly from Def Comedy Jam and Comedy Central on Thursday, July 31st at Pitt Community College. This event supports youth programs at Building Hope Community Life Center. Tickets are just $25 or $40 for two. Grab yours today and help us empower local youth. Sponsorship opportunities are still available. Learn more at buildinghopenc.org. Come laugh for a cause.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Want to make your day better? Order a large original crust one-topping pizza from Papa John's for only $9.99. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points from your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Chevrolet is the dealer to see, or a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. On August 15th, country outlaw Jamie Johnson takes the stage with rising star Jackson Dean opening the show. Tickets are on sale now at CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Pirate Radio.
No one knows pirates like we do.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. And the technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. And your home deserves the best. And New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes, intern Daniel, a.k.a. Cuz. Jarrett Watkins around here somewhere.
A.k.a. Bone.
A.k.a. Bone.
Jarrett Watkins, also known as J-Bone.
Bryce Williams, a.k.a. Slim 80.
Yeah, there we go.
B-Dub. Yeah, any other nicknames?
Pen.
Pen.
Yeah.
Heard that one when you and Shane get together and talk. Jamie says, got to hear from Cuz. All right. Maybe in the Fleet Feet rundown, we'll let Cuz get back on the mic. It's going to be a hot mic, though. Watch your language. All right, let's get the interview with Justin Hardy because I'll kind of tie this into our chat with Bryce as well. I'll ask them some similar questions, but I was able to catch up with Justin earlier today coming off a bye week. So we hit on that and more. Here's my chat with Justin Hardy.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, courtesy of Social House Vodka, is East Carolina great and soon to be inducted into the ECU Hall of Fame, Justin Hardy, joining us. Justin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How you guys doing?
Doing great. And coming off a bye week, did it come at a good time for the team, Justin? Are you trying to get back on track team-wise? And how about you as an individual? Did the bye week come at a good time?
I think it did. Just to get us a chance to reset everybody, let the bodies heal up from training camp and the beginning of the season that we already had. I think it came at a good time.
Who you got this week?
Calgary.
When's that coming up?
We play them tomorrow night. Well, Thursday night.
Thursday night. All right. So see Justin on TV here on Thursday night. A little Thursday night football. East Carolina, NC State. Justin continuing to get closer and closer. That'll be a Thursday night opener. And look, we are looking for players like Justin Hardy, which never told us anything, or anybody. Maybe we get some out of Zeke Bigger when he played, but Dave Doran, the head coach of the Pack, gave us the headline at Media Day. He said, we want to beat the bleep out of East Carolina. So that got some folks talking. And if you're on the ECU side, you want to hear that, right? That fires you up a little bit.
You definitely want to hear that. They don't respect us in the state anyway, so it's always good. They treat us like that, and then we go out there and win. So I ain't got no problem with it.
And Blake Harrell, the Pirate players, would give absolutely nothing back in return as far as comments. So, and that's the way you want it, right? That's the directive from the top, Justin. Not that you need to be told that, but hey, guys, let's keep it about us and nobody else, right?
Yep, always been about that.
Yep. All right, Justin, as we do this interview, we'll go back live to the Pirate Radio studios, and Bryce Williams joining me in hour number 3 of the show. So I'm going to ask you some questions. Y'all are teammates, and ask questions about that time where y'all played, and I'll get your answers on it, and I want to hear his as well. But we'll start with you, Justin, and let's go coolest coach. Who was the coolest coach to talk to, who kind of was maybe a player's coach that you played for?
That's easy. Coach Ruff.
Okay, the head man.
Yeah, that's easy.
You could you talk to him, Justin, about a lot more than just football? Could you go to him if you needed to?
Anything. Like he was like he treated like a family, and like you said, it was like a dad figure for a lot of us. Just being able to go to him and just talk to him about anything, literally anything.
Who, Justin, got on you the most? What coach would get in your face and tell you maybe what you needed to hear but didn't want to hear? Who's that?
To be honest, I made it a big deal to not really get talked to too much by the coaches. I just wanted to make sure I was always doing what I was supposed to do and just being as consistent as I could be. So therefore, I didn't have to get talked to.
But okay, what coach was yelling at everybody else then? Who was the loudest coach during practice?
Coach K. You definitely hear Coach K voice out of everybody's voice.
I've heard that before, and he's such like a nice guy, but then again, he's never coached me, so I've never seen that side. But I've heard he could say a few things to you if you needed to.
Nah, he can get you right. He definitely gets you right.
He could get you right. All right, Justin, who was the funniest teammate you had during those times?
Funniest teammate? We had a lot of guys. Breon was funny. Zeke was funny. B. Will was funny. A lot of the funny guys on defense, I will say, though.
Who was the and man, this could be you, so I'm gonna take you out of it. Who was the most serious guy? Like, I know all y'all were serious, like in between the lines, but was anybody serious both on and off the field? Didn't like to joke around?
Nah, it wasn't too many of them. Everybody liked to have a good time.
Who's the last guy on the team you would pick to fight? Who did you not want a piece of?
Oh, that's anybody on the D-line. Terry, no parts. Lee, no parts. Stanley, no parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole D-line.
Okay. All right. Who was the fastest guy you played with at ECU?
I want to say Reese Wiggins.
Oh, man.
Or Torrance Hunt.
Yeah, we talked about both of those guys recently, I believe. Justin, what teammate would you trust the most to marry like a female in your family where you know that he'd treat her right, you'd have no problems at all? Who's the stand-up guy on the team?
That's a long time ago. Let's see. Stand-up guy. Zay Jones.
All right. Good answer.
I was around him a lot, so yeah, Zay. I
okay.
Zay.
Are you willing to tell me who you wouldn't want one of your female family members to marry?
I don't think it's one that I wouldn't to marry.
Okay.
We have some good guys. We have some good guys.
Good group of guys. Let's see. Just man, you and Bryce both don't talk a lot. Like, I always ask Bryce, did he ever get involved in like any practice fights or anything like that? And he said not. Bryce is kind of a boring guy. Is he really that boring, or is he just making up that he stayed out of all the trouble?
he just stay out of trouble. Likewise with me. Like if I seen somebody fighting in practice, it's like that ain't had nothing to do with me in the sense of I don't even know why they fighting right now. Like I don't even have that energy in practice, especially. So yeah.
There you go. All right. I'll ask. Let's see. What was your favorite kind of post-win celebration? Anything stand out, Justin? Whether it be home and you guys went out or hung out at the house, or maybe a fun road trip back home after a big win. What do you remember? Kind of your most fun celebration following a victory?
I would say it was always after a homecoming game. We get a win. Everybody is old classmates that you had previously that left. They come back, so it's like it's a good time. It's a good weekend.
On that note, and Justin, you are a local guy, so it's a little easier for you to see your family. But this year, for the first time since I can remember, the Pirates are going to have Sundays off and practice Monday. Usually it was practice Sunday and Monday off. And Alex Harper, who was the long snapper last year, said the only thing positive he could think about it, or one of the positives was for guys that have family coming out of town, they'd be able to spend some time with them on Sunday. And I never really thought of that part of it.
Yeah, it's definitely a big thing that can happen, benefit of not practicing on Sunday. A lot of guys, like I said, have family coming in. They want to stay for the weekend. And usually on Sundays, we got to be in practice meetings, lift weights and whatnot. So our Sunday is booked pretty much. But
what do you think about that, Justin? Do you like the idea of Sunday off, or would you rather get back out there and get Monday off?
Like I said, it all depends. Like different times. Back then, it kind of made sense. I like having that Monday off. Back then, it was cool. Just get relaxed. Probably had class and whatnot, but just being able to just do that and not have anything else, it was cool.
Justin, good stuff. Appreciate you joining us. It's hot outside. A good time for some J-Rock limited edition Social House Vodka. You can check it out, socialhousevodka.com, and get it yourself. Support Justin. Support Social House Vodka. Justin, we will check in with you. Good luck Thursday night, man. Let's go and get back in the win column, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you so much. Talk to y'all soon.
All right, there it is. Very soon to be ECU Hall of Fame inductee, Justin Hardy, former teammate of Bryce Williams. I realized, towards the end of that, this would have been better if I'd have done it with Justin and Zeke and Bryce and Breon. You and Justin are so similar in the way that you just kind of go out there, get the job done, no nonsense. Yeah. But so we'll see how similar your answers are, Bryce. But who was your coolest coach that you could talk to if you needed to? Kind of a player's coach. Who comes to mind for you?
Well, I guess it was 4 years of different. Well, for me, fortunately, most of the same coaches. I mean, Coach Ruff was obviously great. Had a good relationship with him, but one that kind of bullcrap. I mean, I bullcrap with Coach Ruff, but probably that I can remember. There's several. Coach. At the time, Trip Weaver.
I thought his name.
Him. Me and Garrett Riley. Bullcrap. Me and Coach Nickel bullcrap. Those are the Coach Price was cool. So those guys are probably ones I just chatted with the most.
I heard a lot of the guys because Trip Weaver was really young then too, right?
Yeah.
So he was but people really liked him, I know.
Yeah, probably those guys that come offhand that I bullcrap with practice a little more, obviously with the head man Coach Ruff, it was, come by. I mean, of course we always talked and had good conversations, but yeah.
All right. The guy that gets, I think I know this just from previous discussions, but are you going to agree with Justin?
Yeah, definitely Coach K, which, Justin didn't get, I don't think I ever, and I don't even know if because, Coach K didn't, Coach K, say Hardy rarely ever dropped a ball, but, if a ball was dropped, Coach K would be, I don't know, I can't say this on the air, but we'll say complaining rather, express a lot of expression on the field, but it was never at Justin. Right. It was just out loud, he never got in Hardy's face. Crap, nothing. On the other
Hardy
side,
the good son, the golden child or whatever?
Yeah, for sure. Which is very much understood, but Coach K never got onto him like that.
Okay.
But on the other side, me on the other hand, I'm 6'6". Coach K's 5 foot. He's taller now, but at the time, cleats helmet, and I'm looking down at him. He's going, and I'm like, sorry, I didn't look hot on the hot route. Whatever it was. But Coach K for sure.
All right, there you go.
As Hardy has a very polite way of his saying, he'll get you right.
He'll get you right. Funniest teammate, who comes to mind?
It's so initially, obviously Zeke. I just always remember, Zeke's so hard to miss in a crowd. Zeke, and then flashing back to Breon. Breon was just this bundle of joy. Breon was so cool.
I remember doing an interview with him. I want to say maybe he fumbled and I think it was Breon, and had to go in the sand or something.
Oh God!
So he's doing a post-practice interview with sand on him, and he's smiling.
My God.
He's never stopped smiling. It looks like so.
God, I'd love to see Breon. He just was, man. Him and Zeke for sure.
Those are two good answers.
Yeah, that just I can see their face, and they're just they're loud, but just the energy they bring is so cool.
Showed a lot of teeth. They were smiling and talking a lot. How about the marry your sister? You still got some good buddies from your team. So who would you trust with your hypothetical?
My hypothetical sister. I'm probably go at the time Kurt Benker.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely Kurt.
And he's got a lovely wife and family now.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good answer. All right. Who's the last guy you would have picked a fight with on the team? Justin kind of went with the whole D-line.
He went the D-line. I'm probably...
When he said Lee, I couldn't remember. He's talking about Lee Pegues. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go back to when I was definitely, my first year there. Probably Darrell Johnson.
Okay, that's a good one.
Probably Darrell Johnson.
56.
Fred.
Presley?
Yeah. Fred because Fred was always one getting in fights. Pitbull.
Will
Simmons. Yeah.
Will Simmons.
Yeah.
I remember he was
dude.
Cool.
Because I know we've talked about it before, but my gosh, we'd be in walkthrough before a game. This was I was traveling, but it was my first year, so I was special team. So I would be on we would just be in the hotel conference room, just about nonchalant as you could be. And he's going, boom, and he always had nails and just waylaying on you. You're like, what the? I'm like, Coach Ryne, can you please tell them to chill the heck out? Or Coach Smith, tell them to chill out. He was crazy.
Pitbull. Oh man, okay, that's a good. I hadn't thought of him in a long time.
It was funny because it sucked when you were on that side of it.
Oh yeah.
So once I started playing and I was boom on the other side, it was actually funny to see, him doing it to others.
Yeah.
God, it was funny. My buddy Stuart, Stuart Henson.
Yeah.
He'd be on there, and people will be doing it, and you could he did. Stu was just why are we doing this? And getting pissed and no one say anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was a good little flashback.
Reese and Torrance Hunt were Justin's fastest guys.
Yeah.
Anybody else come with the speed on the team?
I remember Davon was fast, but definitely Reese Wiggins, Davon Grace. I remember fast. I think Lance Ray was fast, and who was sneaky fast from what I remember. Cam Worthy, he was just long strided, but it wasn't fast moving feet. Zay was fast.
Y'all had some speed.
We really did. And then I'm trying to think, running back, Breon was like a water bug. I think Chris Harrison has some speed to him.
All right. How about, do you have a memorable celebration after a win?
After a win, we had some good times on the bus back to from Virginia Tech. That was fun. Carolina was fun. Just on the bus, we had a good time. And then down going after the Carolina wins for sure.
What did y'all do that night? Do you even remember?
Probably just we went to the football house, which is now mowed down, the Glen Arthur where the Jolly Roger is.
Oh yeah.
So we'd go there. That was where Shane, Grove, Geary stayed, and we probably went down there, and then we just went downtown. Those were some fun times.
Good stuff. I like reliving those moments. Thank you for doing that with us, Bryce. And I appreciate Justin as well. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Fleet Feet Rundown and more. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors, presented by Stroud's Marine. Back with you when we return after this.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Ahoy, Pirate Nation, ready to conquer Greenville and beyond? Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is dropping anchor with deals you can't ignore. Right now, get up to $6,000 off MSRP on select Ram 1500s, the truck built for tailgates, job sites, and everything in between. Or take the doors off life with the new Jeep Wrangler, with employee pricing for qualified buyers.
Drive a little, brah, save a lot, brah.
Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your hometown hookup for horsepower, freedom, and pirates.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hot days, cool deals, summer sizzles at Bostic Sugg Furniture. You'll find sizzling savings on hundreds of items in stock. Save on beautiful living room furniture, dining rooms, and bedroom furniture. Save up to 70% off clearance items, plus 6 months special financing. Raise up your sleep level and get a free motion base upgrade with Beauty Rest Black or Helix mattress purchase with up to 60 months special financing. Hot days, cool deals, summer sizzles at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Now that's hot.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Escape to Beaufort this summer with exclusive savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Save 25% with Beaufort bonus days on Sunday and Monday during stays in June, July, and August. Immerse yourself in the beauty of the Crystal Coast. Experience waterfront dining at the award-winning 34 Degrees North restaurant. No advance deposit required and free cancellations up to 48 hours before arrival. Life is a little simpler at the Beaufort Hotel. Book your exclusive summer escape now. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Pirate Radio.
You know, East Carolina deserves to go to Omaha. People should be worried about us. We're going to be really good, and I'm not afraid to say it on record.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see Integrity Home Mortgage at their new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. Start your home shopping process with a call to Integrity Home Mortgage today at 252-714-2076. And chronic joint pain hovers. You never know when it's going to rear its ugly head, and that goes for David Garrard too. And this is why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief, treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today at 252-645-6458. That's 252-645-6458. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. On a Tuesday, Bryce Williams in the house. Get our Fleet Feet rundown. What's up, A-Harp?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right. Before we get to Tim Albin, why are we talking about Tim Albin?
The cut is funny.
All right.
I mean, he talked to the media for the first time during fall camp.
I want to make sure we hit this, though, because Bryce wanted to bring it up last week. The 3 East Carolina players suspended. And, Bryce, I'll give you the floor, but I'm just wondering, are you coming at this from a former player standpoint or a gun enthusiast, gun owner? Because like you could hit it from multiple angles.
Yeah, I guess you could say both. You know, obviously we'll start with the gun ownership. It's like, one, you know, guns are obviously nothing to play with. You know, you should obviously, and Coach Harrell preaches no guns, and like has a bunch of things like stay away from. So it's like, you know, you're not supposed to do these things, and to shoot them off within city limits, it's like, but come on, especially at that time of night. Not that I would even do it if it was the middle of the day. It's like, no, be responsible with them. So it's a bad look, you know, for that. But then, of course, as a former player, it's like, you guys now are treated even like so much better and have all these different privileges as college football players now, or college athletes. And I just look at it as, you know, squandering opportunities for being jacklegs and just dumb, and it just aggravates me when guys throw away these opportunities for, you know, being that way. And it's just like, guys, what the heck? So definitely some jacklegs. They're going to, I guess, ruin a great opportunity, obviously, to play college football and things like that. And I guess I take it personal from a walk-on standpoint who, you know, had to do what I had to do, but it just aggravates me, so I'm glad we got to cover that.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll pay their, you know, dues or whatever and get back. But,
yeah,
you know, J.D. Lampley has played a role and was going to be a big part of this year. Preston Carr sounds like he was going to play an important part. And, you know, Brock Spalding has been on the field when healthy and has a lot more to prove. His kind of career thus far has been halted by injuries, but like all 3 of those guys were expected to be a part of this team. And, you know, with Lampley and maybe all of them, a big part of the team.
Especially with Lampley, because we even saw some packages for him on offense last year. I mean, he didn't get the ball in the end zone, but he was still thought of that highly.
You know, and obviously they've learned, I would hope, you know, say it's, you know, first offensive breaking team rules. Like, you're dumb, you know, young and dumb. I was young, but I wasn't that dumb. But, you know, hopefully I'm sure the coaches, if they do allow him back, that they're going to make sure they earn it. And it's probably not going to be real comfortable, you know, trying to earn back and easy to get back on a team or on the team and allow them to practice. But we'll see.
All right, let's get to Tim Albin. This is Jarrett's favorite coach in football. Who tell Bryce who Tim Albin is?
He's the new head coach of the Charlotte 49ers. Mack legend, took Ohio very far, and this was his first time talking to the media in Charlotte Fall Camp.
All right.
Nice. But I tell you, what excites me is these guys just smile, man. I mean, these guys they want to be good. We got a long way to go, but they are eager, and they are just like, a dog. They're hot, but they are eager to learn. Can't wait to throw the frisbee. They want to go.
That's interesting.
This is your guy, J-Bo?
This is my guy.
Well, I like that he says they want to be good, but we got along. So you pretty much just say
they're not.
Well, they're not good,
but kind of like your dog. You're going to treat your dog good regardless. Your dog might pee the carpet, but you know what?
You're going to stick its nose in it.
Still a good boy.
And he's going to learn a lesson.
Yeah, still a good boy.
That is interesting. That's funny.
So
See,
now,
I told you it was worth it.
Anytime we bring up Tim Albin, we'll hear the.
God, that's funny.
Bang.
Jarrett, well done.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm not going to bring anything to this show that's not worth bringing to the show.
Fair enough. All right.
At least today.
I wasn't expecting that.
No.
Any man.
Say stop.
Stop.
Say stop.
Stop.
All right, the Aggies of Texas A&M.
Kayla Hudson.
Johnny Football. Mike Evans.
Shamar Stewart.
Shane Calhoun.
Yeah. Shane Calhoun.
Who was the he was receiver number with Johnny Manziel, right? He was
Mike Evans?
No, sort of the S.
S.
Come on, dude. He was good. This is a few years back, obviously during John Mannion.
Ryan Swope.
Swope.
Okay, he's the all-time leading receiver.
Yeah, Swope.
It's a good call there, Bryce.
What a call.
I remember, he was the all-time leading receiver.
He is. Jeff Fuller and Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
Also on that.
Yeah. He went there.
Rushers, you've got Darren Lewis, Curtis Dickey, and Travion Williams. Passers, Kellen Mond, who was there recently. Yeah. Jared Johnson and Jonathan Football are the all-time leading passers. Their head coach, Mike Elko from Duke. They were 8-5 last year. Their non-conference this year includes UTSA, Utah State, and then the game of the week, September 13th, at Notre Dame.
Man.
So what did Notre Dame's – that was the kickoff last year, right? Notre Dame A&M, I believe, week 1. This year it'll be week 3. September 13th. So, that'll be a big one. And, of course, they end the year with Texas at Austin. That would be a big one as well.
Where does Phil have them in the SEC?
Yeah, where does A&M stack up in the very tough Southeastern Conference? He's got them sitting in a tie for 4th.
That's not bad.
So, anywhere from number 4 to number 6, basically. He's got Georgia, Texas, Bama. Those are your consensus top 3.
Yeah.
He's got Oklahoma 4.
And when we talked to him, he said that Oklahoma could be that team that Indiana was last year.
LSU and A&M all tied with Oklahoma for that, for 4. So that's where he's got the Aggies this year.
I don't buy it, but
Bryce, if you had to pick a favorite SEC school, one to root for, one to play at, go see a game, do you have a favorite?
Yeah.
I go back and forth on mine, honestly. But
I think what would be cool to play for, I can't think if they're really known for tight ends, but I always thought Auburn was cool.
Yeah. I'd go with them, and then the purple and gold at LSU speaks to me as well.
Just something about Mississippi State. The cowbells, man.
I hate that.
It's kind of cool. Ole Miss seems cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you could find something cool about all of them. I mean, I know you probably don't like Florida because you saw them twice,
I like Florida.
Yeah.
Florida actually would have been really. That would have been cool. But I think Auburn just seems pretty cool.
Yeah. All right.
It's
Auburn
the Mississippi
would be
schools for me.
War Eagle.
Yeah.
Auburn.
Yep.
All right. Let's take a break because we got to get. Cuz talk. Let's talk to Cuz real quick. Bryce, this is intern Daniel. His last name's Cousins, so we call him Cuz.
Can I just call him Cuz?
Yeah. What's up, Cuz?
What's up?
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
You feel like you maybe learned last week what not to do?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, did he slip?
Oh, he dropped the F-bomb day one.
Dang, bud.
Yeah.
I got too comfortable. I'm not even going to lie.
He got too comfortable too soon. Put him on a little restriction.
There we go.
But we're going to give him another shot here.
You got what? I tell you, sometimes things flow when you get comfortable.
Yeah.
I got X-nayed one time. I was at a wedding. I did a call-in show.
Bryce cussed on the fifth quarter. That's
on
right.
The fifth quarter.
Yeah.
And Clip cut me off. And I kept on talking. I went, well, what the heck? And then he said something like, well, if you ain't gonna follow the rules, or something.
No matter who you are.
No matter
No
who you are.
favoritism.
Right, no favoritism. I keep it true.
Well, technically, Shirley cut you off. But.
Oh, so it was all Shirley. Dump, Shirley. I know. But yeah, hey, we all slip up.
There you go. But because Pirates play 12 games this year in football, how many are they gonna win?
I think they
realistically,
they're gonna win probably about 3 or 5. I'm gonna say.
Good God,
dang, bud,
you got him low.
I don't know, cuz
we're taking the mic back. He's done again.
Cuz I know. I want him to be honest. I don't want him to say 12. Like Bryce is going to say 12 because he's a former player. He believes they can win every game. Yeah. But I was hoping he'd say like 7.
3 to 5. Like the schedule ain't that tough.
All right, cuz not a believer. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, let's take our last break. We'll come back and wrap it up with Pirate Radio Outdoors. We'll see what Bryce has been up to. Brought to you by Stroud's Marine when we return after this.
Join Pirate Radio for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, Thursday, September 4th, for a night of music, friends, and fun. Come meet the Pirate Radio crew and dance the night away with the main event band. Tickets are only $10, and all proceeds will go to the Jeff Charles Scholarship and the Heather Ann Pertee Scholarship. Grab all your friends and party like a pirate on September 4th. For more information or to get tickets, go to pr927fm.com. Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
We're just glad to be here alive and kicking butt on Pirate Radio. Let's go.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. Burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Hey O's fans, on Friday, July 25th, cheer on the Orioles against the Colorado Rockies at Oriole Park at Camden Yards at 7:05. The first 20,000 fans, 21 and older, receive a floppy hat presented by Coors Light. Make sure to arrive early to grab one of Birdland's favorite giveaways, featuring the Orioles logo over top of a classic white and black look. Add to your floppy hat collection and come out and enjoy a fun-filled evening of Orioles baseball. Buy your tickets today at Orioles.com/tickets.
Great things are in the works at Russell's in downtown Washington. I'm Rhonda with Russell's, and I have some exciting things planned for August. And to prepare, I must clear out inventory. Shop great deals of 30 to 50% off now on all your favorite brands for ladies and gentlemen. You heard me correct, 30 to 50% off right now. We can't wait to share our plans. So for now, help us clear out inventory at a great price. We look forward to seeing our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about about you?
Ahoy, Pirate Nation! Summer's heating up and so are we. Soak up your style when you shop at UBE, your one-stop shop for all things ECU. Whether you're hitting the beach, boating on the water, or getting ready for football season, do it in pirate style. Now this is the perfect time to shop at UBE's wide selection of hats, yetis, apparel, and new purple and gold shabumis. Swing on by UBE or shop at pirateware.com, where the largest selection of pirate gear is available 24 hours a day. Thank you for shopping UBE this summer, and go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a down day for the stock market. The Dow was down 204 points and finished at 44,632. The NASDAQ was down at 80 points at 21,098. The S&P was also down 18 points at 6,370. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
I gotta get it back with you.
Can't say it now.
Back with you, Bryce Williams, wrapping it up. Bryce, Stroud's Marine, your place to go. If you need a part on the old boat, and I mean any part, from big to small, important to, I guess it's all important, but some could be, what's the word? Looking at it from the outside. What's that word I'm looking for? Not ancillary, but
it could be
cosmetic.
Cosmetic.
What's the word?
Yeah.
You know.
Cosmetic.
But anyway, Stroud's Marine, the place to go. Have you been doing anything on those outdoors?
I have. I actually went out this past weekend fishing with a buddy, and it was a beautiful day. Wind was good. We caught bait first thing, just right out of the creek. Well, bait's all there. Fortunately, we didn't have the best catching day. We did catch redfish and skate or something. We'll just say it was good to be on the water.
Yeah.
Boat ran good. Camaraderie. Just enjoying God's creation. So that was a win.
I know, deer season, I don't know exactly when, but I know it's like fall during football season or whatever. But is it prep time yet? Or are you still?
The real hardcore guys, like who maybe just focus a lot on hunting, are probably prepping now, probably prepping food plots, plowing fields, planting and stuff like that. I've got some trail cameras running just to keep an eye out, really. But outside of that, I haven't done too much. But it'd be nice to kind of just do that. But we are on the land my father-in-law has. We're going to log it, like select how to do the pines and stuff, so keep all the hardwoods, the oaks and stuff. Hopefully that'll be happening next month, which I'm excited about, because then that'll give like just a bigger access, and I think help the deer population, help the deer want to sort of be in there a little bit more. So I guess you could say that's in the works for prep for this season.
You're prepping to prep.
Yeah. So I did watch some hunting actually this morning, so it got me a little excited, but I need to slow it down and focus on my fishing right now.
One thing at a time.
Maybe towards the end of middle of August, I'll start honing some things in.
All right, Bryce. Well, hopefully you can make it outdoors to another ECU football practice soon, and we'll talk Pirate football throughout the rest of July, which is 2 days, and of course on into August. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for having me.
All right, for Shirley Rhodes, cuz J-Bone. I am Clip Rock. We'll talk to you Wednesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation